everybody. How are you doing? I hope all of you are doing very well. Wait, let me see. Are people in the house? Are people in the house? I can see. Hang on, y'all. As usual, you know me, right? There's always some last minute adjustments to my table, which is not a bad thing, I suppose. I was recording earlier today, so I had to move things around. I promise I'm organized. At least I am. I think. I know. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, here we go. So, give me one quick second. Let me put away these cards. There are some cards here on my desk that I really don't need to have around here, so I'm just going to set them aside. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't fall. All right. Give me one quick second. Let me just do my math here for this fellow. 2, 6, 16, 5, Robert Hunter Byron, 6, okay, 2. Okay, just about got it. All right, so let's see. So 9, 18. So he is, if he is Aquarius, February 4th, correct? March, no, he's an Aquarius, yeah. Ninth, Aquarius. Shoot. Come on, buddy. Aquarius, 9th house. 9th house is Libra. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm here. I'm back. I promise. I just had to get all these calculations out of the way because I was like, I know I did it earlier and I don't know what I did with the papers. I think I must have thrown it away thinking that it was a waste. Oh my God. Thank you for your patience. So, all right. Sniffles as you. So let me take this moment to say hello to each and every one of you. Thank you so very much for joining this live stream. I do appreciate you. If you are one of my subscribers, you will know I always appreciate your support, your comments, your kindness, your generosity. I do appreciate you. And for those of you who are just dropping by for the first time, I hope you decide to stay and subscribe, become a member of the real family. And, join us. You're a neat group of people, I have to say. So thank you so very much for your patience while I did this. I know I should have done it off camera. I think I did it a couple of days ago. Like I said, I use a lot of these scratch pad kind of thingies. And then once it's full, I throw them away. I don't keep them. So there we go. So now let me just say hello to everybody. Y'all, I'm telling you. All right, there we go. I don't know why I have a little bit of, not anxiety, but like a hurried energy. So from the top, let me say Ali, hello. It's Countess Slay. Oh my God, I wish. So then we have Pauline. Hi, Pauline. Susie Q. Hello, girl. Araceli. Hello. Araceli, go to my website, Araceli. Let me type it out for you. So you don't have to register on my website if you're just looking around to see what kind of prices and stuff. But if you want to know, like, how much I charge, the different kind of readings, just go to my website, browse around, and if you feel like you want to get a personal reading, then just register to become a member, and then you can go ahead and do the process. You can pick the date and time, etc. I would recommend that you all register, because what I have, wait, let me finish this. See, scatter, scatter. So Araceli, hello. Aquarius girl, hello. Who else am I missing? Gypsy girl, thank you as always. Thank you so much for joining us and for your help in moderating. The Seashore girl, hello. Debbie Bagley, hello. Auntie, hello. Kathleen Cheney, hello. Courtney, hi there, Courtney. Christine Van Buren, hello, Christine. Tammy Smith, hey girl, hey. Wait, Delvin H. Hey Delvin, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a bit, but thank you for joining us. Then Crystal Pink, Carriage House. I did say Seashore Girl, right? Okay, so what I want to say is I do have a blog, and go and check it out. The info is in the description box. And what I'm doing is I am posting, did I do it today? Oh my God, I didn't do card for the day today. Whew, all right. Why did I not do card for the day today? I don't know. But, oh yes, I was recording all day from the morning. I was doing my recordings for my monthly on my website and the weekly. So, on the blog, on Twitter and Instagram, and Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and on my Facebook page, what I do is I do these card for the day kind of things. It's a very short, maximum 2-minute kind of a quick reading. I just pull one card, I shuffle and I pull one card, and there's no specific, like, I'm not doing it with any specific sun sign in mind or a person in mind. I'm just doing the card for the day. And it's a nice way for those of you who are wanting to learn tarot as well, to say that, oh, okay, this is what this card means, or whatever. General, remember, it's general, and sometimes you may not see a specific card be pulled for the card for the day in a long time. There could be repetitions or whatever. But for those of you who are members, I'm going to start assigning certain videos, general videos that I do. So if you register as a member, there's nothing specific in terms of a particular sun sign or event. It could be an event, just random stuff. So if you don't want to, that's fine. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. So that's that. Another thing I want to say is tomorrow, don't forget to join us. Tomorrow is going to be very, very interesting. Tomorrow is all about Hunter Biden, right? Wait, I missed it. Oh my God, I made a mistake. Oh my God, I made a mistake. Today is not Hunter Biden. Ay, ay, ay. Darn it. Today is Lost But Not Forgotten. Girl, I need to get my act together. So there you go, y'all. It's beginning to show, right? Woo! All right, see? Today is about Lost But Not Forgotten, y'all. I'm telling you that Hunter Biden dude is kind of... I'm so mad right now. Okay, let's take a look and see. I have our information. Give me 1 second. I don't know why I got so sidetracked. None of y'all even got caught up. I just realized tomorrow is Hunter Biden. Today is Friday. Lost but not forgotten. Okay, what is the young lady's name? Jennifer. Jennifer. Kessie, right? Oh my God, y'all. I can't believe I did that. What the heck? Hang on 1 second, okay? Jennifer Joyce Kesse. There we go. Why is that stupid Hunter Biden sitting in my head now? He needs to get away from me. He's got to wait until tomorrow. Jennifer Joyce Kesse. Kesse. So, Jan 23. 2006. She, date of disappearance, date of birth. My God, I can't believe it, y'all. I can't believe I made that mistake. Girlfriend. All right, I got it. Okay. 1, 6, 7, 8. That is 5, 7. 17, 18, Okay, she was born on May 5th, right? She was born on May 5th. That makes her a Taurus. So, 5th house. Sorry, y'all. Taurus 5th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Virgo. And 8th house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th house is Sag. Wow. Okay, Jennifer. There's a reason why this has happened, for sure. Maybe I'm being I'm being pushed to do his reading, so tomorrow is going to be very interesting. 2, 5, 1, 1, 5, Joyce. So weird, isn't it? How energy comes forth to us. JENNIFER. Okay, 15, 20, 30, 39, 39, 45, 55, 60, 70, 70, 76, 77, 78, 78, 79, 80, 81. Okay, and then 9th house. So she's a Taurus. 9th house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9th house is Capricorn. I'm not surprised. Okay. All right, everybody. I can't believe that. I can't believe I missed that. No wonder I was feeling that weird sort of hurried energy. I don't know why. And it's the weirdest thing when oh my God. No point explaining it. There's no point. So I sincerely apologize for that. I don't know how I forgot that today is not, I thought today was Saturday. And if his energies come stepping through, so tomorrow his reading is going to be very interesting. Don't forget to join. All right, so here we go. I caught myself in time. I think astrological weather affects our minds. Yeah, it does. It does. And I'll give it another 5 minutes to catch up on stuff. And then, hey, Afro-Human, how are you? Good to see you here. Priestess M. Hotep. Thank you. I love that name. That is so cool. I love it. So, Crystal Pink, hey. So, yeah, I had been wanting to do a random, I was going to actually post a video. Then my moderator, Miss Gypsy Girl, she's the one who said, why don't you schedule a live? It'll be interesting. So that's why I decided to do it on Saturday. I also want to give a shout out to my sweet friend, Gypsy Girl. She sent me this. She always texts me and she says, hello, sunshine. So I really love it. She sent me this little thing. She sent me a little book. I haven't yet got around to read it. Girl, I promise I'm going to read it. I promise I'm going to read it. And I got this little card from her, which is right here. I love it. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Just wanted to give a shout out. And somebody had actually asked me to do this case for Jennifer, I think. I hope I find that sheet of paper so I can give a shout out, or I could be completely mistaken. Could be, maybe not. So if somebody had asked, to please do a reading for her, I just want to say thank you for recommending. If I recommended it myself, then thanks to me, right? So what else we got going on? Last Saturday, I'm just waiting for 7:15, like just a couple of minutes to catch up and get all of this out of the way. I'm also trying to kind of quieten my own energy. Last Saturday of the month, y'all know we're going to have the Zoom thingy. So that's going to be interesting. Remember I had that little, that little anniversary thing, and I had posed some questions and some of y'all answered, which is great. I do have the list of who's won. In all honesty, y'all, I just haven't got around to doing or sending the gifts, and I know that's really bad on my part. I've just been a little, I don't know if I should use the word lazy, maybe lazy. I'm going to get down to doing all of that, catching up on a lot of stuff this weekend, and I'm going to make sure all that is taken care of. I'll announce the winners as well, so, you all will know. We had a little bit of a drama going on, in our house. And yesterday I got was it yesterday or the day before? I got a call from one of our subscribers. I'm not going to mention her name. I think I can use her first name. Her name is Kathleen. I had done a reading for her a while ago, and she's this lady who has, two Siamese cats. And I don't know, she called, and I was doing something, and I answered the call, and then she was really, really upset. Come to find out, she just found out that one of her cats was diagnosed as having cancer, and they were thinking of putting him down. And a week or so ago, another one of us here, Gypsy Girl, had some drama go on with her pets. And a couple of days ago, I had some drama go on with my little Mr. Hot Pockets over here. So, something about pets, right? These past couple of weeks seems like the focus is on pets. So what I did was yesterday I did some candle work, and for just pets. I was like, I don't know how many of us here have pets, how many of us don't have. Some have cats, some have dogs, as I'm sure some of you might have a little fishy or a frog or a iguana. It doesn't matter, right? Pets are pets, right? They bring us joy and love. So I did a little bit of candle for them, and for an hour I kind of, do I call it chanting, do I call it meditating, or whatever, just whatever you want to call it. And so hopefully things are going to settle down with our pets, because they are our family, and it's like, oh my god, it's crazy when something happens. I'm going to show you all a picture. It's quite a little graphic. Ultimately, come to find out, Bernie's situation is nothing but a hotspot. But the problem with him is, since he's such a Velcro dog, he has major separation anxiety. So the vet told me that it could be a hotspot that kind of got aggravated, because the past weekend I was around, but I was in and out of the house. So something must have triggered in his brain, thinking that, oh my God, what's going on, type of thing. And so it's a bit, I'm just going to show it, okay? So I don't know if you all can see. So this is his right elbow, that part. So they shaved everything, and it looks a bit raw because, not only have they shaved, see if you can see around the edges, right? If you see around the edges, the skin is actually really clear. It looks raw because, when you have hot spot and then they shave, even the fact shaving the skin also causes a little bit of aggravation, right? And so we've been dealing with that. He's doing fine. He's doing much better. And so if you find that the underside of my nails look a little bit rough, it's because I've been using betadine, to clean, and that stain. So it's not anything else. Just as an FYI. And the spray and all that stuff, oh my God, y'all, scared the bejesus out of me, okay? That's a whole nother story. All right, let's be done. The energy is gone, thank God. Oh my goodness. That dang Hunter Biden. Okay, he's out of my energy field. Okay, let's do this. So Jennifer Kessie Joyce is a young lady who disappeared. Let me just read on what's going on for her. It's all available on Wikipedia. It goes, she was from Orlando, Florida, who had been missing since January 23rd, 2006. Shortly after she vanished, Kessie's car was discovered parked around a mile from her home. Security footage recorded a person parking Kessie's car and walking away. So that's all they know. So she was born on May 20th, 1981, and she disappeared on January 23rd, 2006 at around 24 years of age. So, excuse me. That's all we have. Yeah, these pets, they kind of, oh my God, the stress they cause us. I mean, don't get me wrong, y'all. I love my kids, as all of us do love our kids, but something about our fur babies, right? It gets our antenna up for whatever reason. All right, so come on, girlfriend. Where are you? You need to step forth with your energy, sweetie. Come on, baby. Why is it such a big deal today? The energy I kind of picking up for her is that she could be one of those people who is very, very particular about things, like very organized, very specific, that sort of a stuff. So Taurus, right? And so I see that her 5th house, 8th house, and 9th houses are active for her based on my calculation. So if she's a Taurus, her 5th house is Virgo, her 8th house is Sag, and her 9th house is Capricorn. So let's take a look at it. So think about that. She's a Taurus, her 5th house is Virgo, and her 9th house is Capricorn. So, and Sag is the 8th house. So the fact that she's got such strong Virgo and Capricorn also popping up in her chart, this is like reiterating the fact that she's like the true earth sign. And with that, now they're all sister signs, right? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and related to Pentacles. So this talks about somebody who's being very grounded, or somebody who was very grounded, who was very particular about things, who was very clear. I mean, I'm sure she went and had fun and all, like as anybody should. You know, we can't say, certain sun signs are not prone to having fun, and certain sun signs are. Well, at some point in time or the other, as young people, we've always had some kind of fun, right? I mean, whatever fun means to you could be different to somebody else. But having said all of that, doing the typical things that somebody with her age and whatever her family background was or where she came from, she did have her fun, no doubt about it, like, you know, her peers and enjoying in social and friend circle and all. Having said all of that, I feel that her energy is showing me that she was a very grounded person. I don't think she was the kind of a person who would do random stuff like, I'm just going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to go and shave my head off. Things like that. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful manner. She wasn't impulsive. I think that's the way to put it. So she wasn't a person who was very impulsive. She would be like, no, this is what I need to do. This is my responsibilities. This is how I would like to go about. This is what should be done. And yeah, sure, I'll go cut loose, have some fun, weekends, friends, whatever. But very grounded. I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but that's what she's saying. Now think about it. Taurus is ruled by Venus, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Capricorn is ruled by Sagittarius. So let's take a moment and think about that. We're delving a little into astrology, right? So I'm just going to write it down on my piece of paper just so Taurus is ruled by Venus, right? Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Capricorn by Saturn. So I'm going to do this little circle here. Hang on, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I knew I messed that up. Why is my energy being like that? Okay. Okay. There we go. We got it. Oh my goodness, girlfriend. So if her first house, right? So Sun in Taurus. So that's Venus, right? Taurus. 9th house is Capricorn, and that is Saturn. 5th house is Virgo. Jupiter. Think about that. And 8th house. 5th house is Virgo, Mercury. God, what is going on? 8th house is Sag, Jupiter. Y'all, I don't know. Something is weird here. Something is weird. Like there's confusion in my brain. I'm feeling still a little scattered. I don't know what's going on. All right. So, and I know I had a cup of coffee before I started. So, Venus, so she's a Taurus. Venus is her first house. On her 5th house, she has Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Her 8th house is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. 9th house is Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So when we look at the first house aspects, first house is about the self. It's about us, how we present ourselves, what we think ourselves, how do we want people to perceive us, right? That sort of a thing. And you have Venus there. So that's absolutely spot on, because Venus says it's all about, the earthiness. It's all about understanding the values and needs of materialistic securities. And it's not just about, oh, I want to have a lot of fun and I want to buy, I have a champagne taste on a beer budget. It's not just that. It's being cognizant about what one needs, what one should do to have the financial security and the economic security in one's life. So cognizance of, I have to have a job, I have to have steady income so that I can pay for this, I can pay for that. So that's very prominent in the chart. And then you look at her fifth house, which is Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So what is the fifth house? The fifth house talks about love, anything that is speculative, kids. It could also mean affairs. Now when you have Mercury over there, now keep in mind, Mercury is very mercurial, right? It's like, I'm here today, gone today, here today, gone today kind of thing. Not in a bad way, but Mercury also means that one cannot contain Mercury, in the sense that, technically can contain anything. It's a substance, but you know what I mean. With Mercury, it's quick to change its path, right? It's more fluid, if you will. And the fluidity, it's like, what shall I say? It does kind of leave a little bit of a, I don't want to say it scorches its path wherever it goes, but there's a little bit more of a imprint of wherever Mercury goes, as opposed to water, because water is just as fluid as Mercury, but water doesn't damage as much as Mercury does. Do you get what I'm saying? So in a way, is Mercury considered to be a little bit more impactful? Let's not call it damaging, a little bit more impactful. So if she had any affairs or love, for lack of a better term, or if she was thinking about kids, or she was thinking about speculating about this or that, she was as steady and as grounded that she was. I don't think at that point in her life she really wanted to settle down. She was very mercurial. If she was dating somebody, she might have thought, yeah, maybe he's the one, yeah, maybe I'd like to settle down and have a child, but no, not really. I think I want to be free still. I don't want to be tied down as yet. That kind of a mercurial energy, if you get what I mean. Then we have 8th house is Sagittarius. Now and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. 8th house talks about will, secrets, occult, death, regeneration, long-term finances, and it also does talk about sexual needs, right? It's a physical aspect of it. Now let's take a look at it. Jupiter, remember Jupiter, wherever he is, whichever chart, whichever house he touches upon, whatever the situation is, Jupiter makes it big. So the fact that the 8th house, you have Jupiter there, then it did have an impact. So the death aspect of it, the fact that she passed, it was should I say it was blown out of proportions? It wasn't. It was like a one and done. It wasn't like, oh, somebody harmed her and she had a few wounds and then they took her to the hospital and then she passed, and that sort of a thing. It was like, boom, done, right? It was like it had the impact that it was meant to have. However she died, whether it was via gunshot, whether it was via somebody doing whatever form of thing, and I'm not going into these details just for the sake of, oh, let's make it as salacious as possible. That's not it. Whatever mode or way that her life came to pass, it was like a one and done. There was no way that she would have survived it, is basically what I'm saying. It was done with the intention of having the impact that it should have. Then the 9th house talks about distant travel, higher education, the intellect, the father, that sort of a thing. And the 9th house is Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So with this, I'm going to say that maybe the father was the one who might have provided that stability, and maybe not. I'm not disrespecting her mother in any way, shape or form, so don't twist my words around. Maybe her father was the one who had more of an impact in her life, or maybe she was more attached to her dad than she was her mom. You know how they say, fathers and daughters and mothers and sons, right? That could be the case. But I do believe for a lot, she did try to emulate her dad. She did try to she learned a lot from him by example. father seems to be a very prominent source of influence in her life. Okay, now this could work out two ways. Now, I do not know whether her father and mother were together when she passed or not. I don't know that. Now, when this happens, a lot of people say, well, Kirtana, well, the father was absent in her life. Yeah, just because the father may not have been physically present in the life doesn't mean that his role or her image or her comprehension of a father figure was not in her sphere. You know what I mean? So she might have thought a lot about it. She might have, wished for, I wish my dad was like this, that sort of a thing. There's some sort of an attachment over here. But in her case, I do believe, I think both her parents were together, correct me if I'm wrong, that there was a lot of attachment with the father here. Okay, so let's move on. Oh my God, it's almost 30 minutes into the... Yeah, that was a little delve into astrology, isn't it? So, y'all, why is this? All right. Now, let's see. I don't think she's alive. That's basically what I want to say. I don't think, you have Virgo pop up here, okay? Did you have, there we go. Libra pop up here. Come on, buddy, focus. There we go. Pisces in the reverse, and I'm going to take it in the reverse because everything I'm holding upright. And then you have the Sun card in the upright. Ow. Fidgety, that's the energy I'm getting. Fidgety. That's the right word. And Jupiter, am I surprised? Heck no. Look, I'm not surprised that these cards popped up. So let's take a look at this. So we have Virgo, right? Now remember, Virgo is her 5th house. So Virgo is popping up. So I do believe there must have been something to do with speculating, or either when she passed, if she had a boyfriend, if she was dating somebody, there must have been quite a lot of speculation in terms of, could he be responsible? Could he somehow be tied to her disappearance? Where was he? How was he? That sort of a thing. But we'll come to that because there's more to this card. Then we have Libra. So she's a Taurus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th house. 6th house talks about work, health, discipline, and habits. Always wanting to find balance as far as her work is concerned, or her life is concerned, her health. So quite balanced. But also with the Libra card, I'm going to say with the 6th house, whatever transpired when she might have been on her way to work or just about getting ready to go to work. This card really tells us that, because 6th house is work, health, discipline, and habits. So whatever had happened, transpired, whoever did this to her had some knowledge about what time does she leave home, what time does she come back home, that sort of a thing. Now, am I saying the boyfriend was responsible? That's not what I'm saying, and I don't know. But somebody who had knowledge about her goings on, what time does she go, what time does she come back, that sort of a thing. Somebody who kind of sort of knew her routine. And then we have Pisces card in the reverse. Now, let's take a look. Taurus, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11th house is like-minded people, groups, and friends. Now, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, right? And Neptune. So with the Pisces being in reverse, I'm going to say whoever was in her friend circle, whoever was like, her group of people who she worked with, friends, could be people who she worked with, could be her neighborhood, that sort of a thing. This card, okay, popping up here, is telling me whatever transpired whenever she went missing, whatever happened very much in the vicinity or within the scope, or no. I need to choose the right words. Within the vicinity of a familiar place to her. Could be like either people she knew lived around there, people she worked with lived around there. It's not her immediate environment, but it could have been immediate environment. It'll be like the neighborhood, like the cul-de-sac, etc. But this was a little wider than that, a little further away from that, but where other people she knew fairly well acquainted with also lived in that area. Now, one more thing I'm going to tell you, this did not come as a shock or a surprise. Now, here's the thing. Now, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter as well as Neptune. Neptune is confusion, illusion, and dreams. There was no no confusion in her as to it wasn't like she was hit on the head and rendered unconscious and then taken away. She was very cognizant about what was happening. She was very much aware of, oh my God, this is happening to me. I can't believe it. So there's no illusion, there's no confusion there. She was very much aware of the fact that she has been snatched, or whatever is happening is happening. So she was aware of what was being done to her and happening to her. Now, earlier I did say, right, her death was like strike and done. So then you may ask, Kirtana, you just said that like she was hit and she was passed. Then here you're saying she was cognizant of what was happening to her. Yes, I say that. Again, understand this. So she may have been snatched and she realized she was being snatched. She realized what was going to happen to her, and then she came to pass. So it's like, it's not like the moment they saw her, they hit her and she died. That's not what happened. I do believe she was picked up and she was moved away, but not too far from where she lived. That's another thing that's coming up very, very clearly here. She was picked up and moved away, not too far from where she lived. So that's another thing. And that's where, she was killed, etc. But here, I'm also going to go so far as to say, whoever did this to her was cognizant of, aware of her going on and coming in, that she lived alone and this, that, and the other. I wouldn't be surprised if that individual also had access to her. So, am I going to go so far as to say this person was a friend or a buddy? No. But she might have seen the person around. She might have been, hey, how we go, I don't know, we go to the post office and we see somebody over there, and the next thing you know, you go to wherever you go to buy your groceries and you see the same face. I mean, people who live in the same neighborhood, they go for essentials to the same place, basically, isn't it? Like if you go to the local post office, and clearly you live there, most likely. If you go to the local grocery store, most likely 99% you would live there. So you tend to see familiar faces, here and there. So this is somebody who I would say was in a similar situation, right? This scenario plays out there. Then you have the Sun card. Now the Sun card does rule a Leo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth house talks about emotions, home, family, roots, affairs at the end of life. But the Sun card over here, followed by Jupiter, which is again rules Pisces and rules Sagittarius. I'm going to say that the Sun card is telling me that yes, it is somebody who was watching her, somebody who was in her same environment. Did they used to live in the same environment, or did they used to work in the same environment? I don't know. But this is definitely, the perpetrator is definitely somebody who was from that same environment. Now, one more thing I'm going to say, considering how you have Pisces in the reverse and then the Sun card and Jupiter card upright, it is clearly telling me that there is a high possibility that this person could have also worked in the same company that she might have worked in, or the same, let's say you work in a multi-story building, right? There are 12 floors. There could be somebody who works in the same building. It could be somebody who works in the exact same company. There could be somebody, if you know how you have those little strip mall kind of business shops, like wherever you have the what you call those places, insurance companies like your State Farm or whatever. Oh, well, scratch that, because no offense meant to them. Those little L-shaped little strip mall, what do they even call it? And you have these little businesses there. So she could have worked in one of those places, and this individual could have worked there as well. So that is clearly telling me somebody from a similar environment or the same environment. That was a long spiel. So let me do some math on this one. So 18, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31, 38, 38, 44, 44 minus 12, 44 minus 10 is 34, minus 2 is 32, and 5. Yeah, this is somebody who somehow felt that they were either in love with her or found her attractive or wanted her or was. So this is telling me, and fifth house is again Virgo, right? This is telling me that whoever this individual was, they had been watching her and had been observing her, and they, for whatever reason, was attracted to this girl. she would never have been attracted to this person. She would never have been attracted to this person. Not because she had anything personally against this individual, but just that she wasn't attracted or drawn to this person. Okay, hang on. So let's do that. Oh my god, I mixed up these cards. Girlfriend, how could I? Mixed up my favorite packs together, y'all. I can't believe I did that. Let me see if they pop up. This is... Yeah, I mixed them up, so there's no point. I stacked them both together, so that's... I'm not going to waste time sifting through them. I will just pick up another set. I'll go for the I don't know what these cards are even called. This one. This is a very simple, basic. Very rarely do I accept my, this deck overall energy as reversed. But this Pisces wanted to stay that way. I was like, okay, I'll take it. Reversed. No confusion. No, whatever it is that happened, she was very, very aware of, oh my God, my life is going to come to an end. This is not looking good. No, it's not new cards, Afro-Human. Yeah, but they're really nice. I mean, look. And they're very that simple, right? They're very here, let me show you guys. Very basic, very, very easy cards on the eye. There's no complication to it. So with this card, I would say it's really good for beginners, because you can familiarize yourself with these cards. And for those of us who are advanced, sometimes a blank canvas gives us an opportunity to delve deeper into the underlying layers, right? So there we go. I think one used to harass her and okay. I'm not going to focus on, hey Elizabeth, Laurie Cat, hey girl. I know a lot of y'all joined in and I'm not good. Sheldon Sharpner, hey girl. Cindy Sue, hey. Okay, my Manx 100, hey honey. So let me focus on this, because once I get pulled into the comments, it's like, all right. This individual is not very tall. I would say this individual is no more than 5'8", 5'9". I'm also, the vision I'm seeing, or the image I'm getting in my head, is somebody who's got dark curly hair. Weird, isn't it? Like curly or wavy hair. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands pop up. Okay. Here, let me do that so it's easy. The Lovers card pop up. This person was crazy about her. This person, for some bizarre asinine reason, thought, oh, I like this girl or whatever. And then you have the Page of Swords. This individual has spoken about his attraction to whoever it is, that his peers or whatever. The Fool card. The Page of Cups. I will tell you, this individual was most certainly somebody who found her attractive, somebody who'd been talking about her, and this individual thought of her to be the Queen of Wands. Now, what is a Queen of Wands energy? Somebody who's courageous, who's bold, who's not afraid to take action, who's not afraid to speak her mind. I'm going to say this person is somebody who's a little bit of an introvert, and he really thought that, I'm not going to say that Jennifer was an extrovert, but she's not afraid to speak her mind, right? I wouldn't put her in the same category as a Sagittarius or a Gemini who's like, la la la, ta la-di-da, let's go, I can make conversation with the dead man type of. She wasn't like that, but she wasn't an introvert. This individual, however, is an introvert. And this individual was like, oh wow, you know how they say you're attracted to somebody who has good qualities that you want or wish to see within yourself, that sort of a thing. Now with the Lovers card right under the Libra card, this individual for some reason felt that by approaching her, by asking her out, by wanting to be with her, he felt his life was going to be complete or well balanced. Now the Lovers card is a Gemini card. It talks about duality, and it's right under the Libra card. So what this is telling me is this person is able to present. Duality talks about, the yin and yang, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or Mr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde, that sort of a thing, whichever way you want to put it. So this is somebody who doesn't come across as being the person who he really is. Very good at camouflaging his true self. Okay, so really good. A lot of duality. This is like, you think, okay, let's call him John Doe. You think you know John Doe? Well, let me tell you, you actually don't know John Doe. So John Doe's buddy, hey ho Doe. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. That sounded bad, right? Hey ho, sorry. No, ill intentions. Let's find another name. Harry Doe, because now people will say all Harry's Kirtana. No, Harry Doe could be John Doe's buddy, and he'll be like, oh my god, I've known this guy for so many years, never thought him to be something like this, or never thought he'd be this person, or never knew him to, he never showed these character traits, that kind of a thing. Very good at camouflaging his true self. And then you have a Page of Swords. Page of Swords is telling me there was a lot of conversation, a lot of talk. He would have among his group of friends or his circle or his whoever, he has whispered or spoken a lot about her. I think she's attractive. Oh my God, she's hot. She's this, she's that way. So there have been conversations that have been going on as far as, his attraction. Or see, so I feel like somebody is like, okay, this is so weird. I feel like somebody is constantly tapping me right here, right here, right here. It's like tap, 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 tap. I'm like, enough. Why are you doing that? Leave me alone. There's nothing there. But I don't know. If you see anything, any orbs or anything, let me know, because that's the energy I'm getting. And see, now all of a sudden, the moment I said leave me alone, I felt a dimness over here. So it's like kind of got a little bit darker. Am I imagining it? Am I losing my mind? I don't know. If you all see any orbs, let me know, okay? So there was a lot of talk and speculation about her. Then we have the Fool card. The Fool card right under the Sun card says he thought that he could get away with it. He thinks he can get away with this. But then you have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is, coming up with a new emotional offer, coming up with a new emotional offer. And he also felt that he could, I don't know who this guy is. This guy's a freak. I was going to use the F-bomb here. All in his head. Oh my God, I'm just going to show up over there. She's going to take one look at me and she's going to be like, yeah, I want to date you. That kind of a twisted stuff. But he really thought she would make him happy. He really thought he can, start anew with her or start a new relationship with her, offering, affections, offering some, hey, how about me? Here you go. I'm coming up to you with a new offer. Page of Cups, offering something, offering an emotion, bringing in some new energy, new emotions. And she's like, dude, get away from me. Like, who the heck? But that's the problem. See, that's when I do believe that she might have said or not said no thank you, or might have not even reacted, and I think that's what kind of pissed him off. So that's what I'm going to go with. That's it. This is somebody who's short, right? For me, 5'8" is short because I'm 5'10" in my socks. So I don't know, maybe I'm a snob. I don't know, whatever. Everybody in my family is tall. So for me, when I talk about height, it's tall would be anything above 6'3". That's how I look at it. So to me, this individual is no more than 5'8", I don't think. And this individual, any which way you look at it, this individual comes across as somebody who has darker, curlier hair. This is a guy, you guys. This is the person. Take a good look at this. This is the person. And I described this person even before I pulled these cards. Somebody who's got curly hair, but I do believe this is the individual. That's him. I think this person thinks he can still get away with it. He thinks he's gotten away with it. That's what I feel. The Hermit card, okay? The Ace of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, very interesting. Five of Cups, feeling emotionally alienated, because I do believe, see, hang on, I'll show you the cards. And then we have the Page of Wands. This guy has gone on, y'all. This fellow has gone on. He's like, oh yeah, okay, bye. Took off. So with the Hermit card here, right under Virgo and right under the Queen of Wands, there was a lot of thinking. Now remember, the Hermit card, what is the Hermit card? The Hermit card is a Virgo card. Look at this. Is there any surprise? Let me show you the cards. You had Virgo, you have the Queen of Wands, and the Hermit card is a Virgo card. There is a lot of introspection, a lot of thinking, a lot of constantly thinking and analyzing, self-analyzing, and that sort of a thing. Now, what this card is also telling me is this individual was watching her, okay, for sure. And this individual did a lot of soul searching also in terms of, oh my God, like constantly thinking about her. Okay, and the Hermit card does say that trying to find a way to get to her, and ultimately he did. He was like, the best approach is a oh my God, y'all. I was going to say, I almost feel like I have a tick because I'm constantly doing this. I don't have a tick, so. This individual did camouflage himself in the sense that he tried to dress in a way that he could walk about incognito. What do I mean by that? Well, in 100-degree weather, if you're walking around, wearing a hoodie, etc., people are like, what's going on here? People won't, well, I can say that now. Was it yesterday or today? Yesterday, I think it was like pretty hot, and we had taken Bunny for a walk in the evening, and I was wearing full sleeves and I was wearing a hoodie. In my case, I can say, yeah, because of the sun and how it affects my lupus, etc. But usually, typically, right, if you see anybody walk, I'm sure people must have thought, oh my God, it's 90 degrees, why the heck is she walking around with a hoodie on and with the hood up and the hat, and weird. So naturally people will think like that. But I do believe he tried to dress in such a way that he would not be easily like if you were easily noticeable, not wanting to attract undue attention, right? So almost I want to say like very garb that would easily blend in the crowd, that kind of a thing. But I also see him kind of walking with his head down, like trying not to make eye contact with people so people don't recognize him. You see that, right? So, and look, he's look at the hoodie here. To me it looks like this guy kind of sort of knew what was going to happen. He kind of sort of figured that she was not going to go for it, and he knew that he was already pissed with her because he's like, you don't want me, that kind of an attitude. So he knew he was going to have a fight on her hands. I'll tell you something, I don't know how tall Jennifer is, but could she have overpowered him? She could have, but I think she tried to talk her way out of the situation and it didn't work. So here we have the Ace of Swords, right? Now the Ace of Swords is again a air energy, Libra, Aquarius. So Gemini, we have it right under. I'll show you the cards, right? So that way you can see. So this says having the clarity of mind or lacking the clarity of mind. It could have one of those two things. Now with this card, I'm going to say Ace of Swords typically talks about conflict, mental clarity, new ideas, whatever. I do believe that this guy was definitely conflicted. He conflicted. There's also a great lack of clarity. He does not understand that this girl doesn't want him, doesn't like him. He didn't get that. He chose not to get that. He's like, yeah, no, I'm not. Remember, I said Libra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000. 6,000. No, he did not want to acknowledge the fact that he did not want to be accepting of the fact that she didn't find him attractive. She wasn't interested in him. Then we have the Page of Swords. I'm sorry, Pisces in the reverse, followed by the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Right? There's some interesting information coming in. Hang on. So this, with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm going to say, what does the Knight of Pentacles say? It talks about being reliable, patient, hardworking. This guy comes across as somebody who's very, remember I said earlier, almost like a dual personality. You will never believe this individual to also have this side to his character. He does come across as being very, very solid and secure and, that sort of a thing. But this also says work environment. Pentacles is work, it's money, right? And see, it's under that. So a lot of talk going on with regards to whoever his co-workers were or his work or whatever that is concerned. And remember, Pisces was in the reverse. So I'm telling you guys, this is somebody who has spoken a lot about her to his colleagues or whatever, or whoever he worked with. Somebody over there knows, y'all. Somebody at his workplace kind of put 2 and 2 together and kind of figured out, oh my gosh. Kind of figured out that, do you think it was him? Type of thing. And then we have the Sun card, wanting to start a new journey, thinking that they could have some new life. And 5 of Cups at the bottom saying that, yeah, buddy, no, it's not happening. Total emotional isolation, feeling like rejection. Emotionally, he was very, very rejected, saying she doesn't want to be with me. That I can't start afresh with her, and that sort of a thing. But if he thinks he's gotten away with it, he might have gotten away with it. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's constantly at the back of his mind, like, oh shoot, I'm going to be called out. I'm going to be called out. That constant emotional upheaval is there, okay? Then you have the Jupiter card, the Page of Cups, right? And then you have the Page of Wands. Now, let's take a look at it. Jupiter is expansive, as we know. And that's him, the Page of Cups. And then you have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands talks about starting off a new project, being creative, taking action, going forward on a new project. Listen, this guy is somebody who keeps moving around with regards to his work. I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually moved on. This person, he has a steady job. Maybe the company that he works for is in the same city and state that she works at, but there's a lot of movement, traveling in that area with regards to this work. I wouldn't be surprised if this person has actually gone overseas. Look, I wouldn't be surprised he's actually gone overseas, but to a place that's a little bit more dry and arid. Hotter climate. Moved on. Okay, I missed a lot. Let me, oh wow. Okay, so there's a lot. Carol, in my opinion, it was one of the workers, weather, construction, maintenance. Okay, I'm just randomly looking. Okay, he passed a polygraph test. I don't know who Araceli is talking about. Let me take a look. Hey Cheryl, hang on, I missed a whole bunch. Okay, with info like that, I'm surprised no one's been caught. It doesn't seem like it would be hard to figure this one out. Yeah, but you'd be amazed, isn't it? A maintenance lady was interviewed and shown the video of the guy leaving Jennifer's car and stated the style of walking looks like the guy named Chino. Oh, Chino named Spanish for curly hair. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Well, no offense meant, hey, look at my skin color. But I really do believe that person is of a slightly more darker complexion, tan, olive, biscuit, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Oh my God, I'm freaking out now. He must have mailed. The card matches his description. That's why you needed that deck. Okay, the guy caught on camera was really small, too strange. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, I don't know, there was a video camera, I didn't know. Believe dropped off a car down the street from a house, but then the camera caught a picture of him. His head was behind a pillar. Oh my God. I really think he was involved, but they couldn't prove it because they never found a body for DNA. Hey, hi. Oh, hey, Miss Lids. How are you, honey? How are you doing? Girlfriend, you got to let me know how things are going with you, okay? Um, I know I heard of, oh my god. I'm freaking out now, y'all, because if he has, maybe the reason they couldn't catch him is like one of you said, the body isn't available for testing, forensic investigation and DNA, and maybe like I said, he's moved on, he's gone, relocated to a place that's more arid. So again, no offense meant, please no, I mean, this is like, let me state my disclaimer, these are just my observations, my opinions. Please do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and whatever, make up your own mind type of thing. And this is for entertainment purposes only. So if he has moved on, because I see like an arid area, so if he's moved on, and if somebody said he is Hispanic, he could have moved on to any country, in the southern Americas, that is a hotter, drier climate. So then, I mean, we all know, y'all, how that's done, right? How many people have perpetrated a crime and have gotten away, and they were able to slink away and get away, and who knows, maybe somebody is helping him, right? Maybe somebody is helping him. Let me see if anybody is helping him. Is anybody helping? No, I want another set so that I can ask my yes or no questions. I don't know if I want to use this. Let me see. If the sun card pops out of the moon, if I get a positive card, then it's a yes. Oh, here, one more. This again, I couldn't tell you what deck this is. This is this one. This is very black and white. I like this deck. Again, this is another. Oh, there we go. Another deck that. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you all dizzy. This is another great deck for beginners because it's very simple. It's not too complicated, and for advanced readers, for us, it doesn't matter. I mean, that sounds arrogant. For advanced readers, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you can still look through at the different layers. Yo, what's all that moaning and groaning? Here we go. I was going to ask a yes or no question, right? But what was the question? I forgot. Whoa. Hold on. I wonder if they tracked where this guy worked. They'd find similar unsolved cases. Thank you, Carriage House. But somebody is saying here, okay, I don't want to read the comments. I know, Bernie. Hey, Carriage House, how you doing, honey? I hope you're doing good. What was my yes or no question? I forgot what my yes or no question was going to be. I don't know. It'll come to me. Oh my goodness. Oh, he did get caught? Oh, he is caught? Oh, I didn't know he was caught. So they have somebody in prison? See, Arachali, I hear what you're saying. So Arachali says, so they must move around a lot with work. Months later, somebody mentioned they saw someone dumping carpet into a nearby lake. Why would anybody want to dump a carpet in a lake, right? That's a red flag right there. So, oh, I didn't even know that. Okay, I got a text. I think she's reminding me what my question was. Oh my goodness. I'm losing my mind, y'all. Oh, he left the area, he was not caught. Okay. Yeah, sure. Absolutely, Carriage House. Okay, let's figure this one out. I was going to ask a yes or no question, but I forgot what the question was going to be. It'll come to us. But let me pull a card. Three of Pentacles. So whatever my yes or no question is that I'm asking, I'm going to say this individual had some sort of help. Three of Pentacles does talk about teamwork, collaboration, etc. But it talks about teamwork, collaboration, etc. as far as craft is concerned. So either somebody at work helped him, or he had somebody help him with regards to this situation. So somebody has assisted him. That's what I'm going to say. Either somebody at work helped him with finances, saying that, oh, I'll give you some money. Hey, man, I have an emergency situation. I need to go. Can I borrow some money? And he might have taken money and run off because maybe, he didn't want to show any activity as far as his bank account or whatever is concerned. Or somebody at work actually assisted him in trying to get away from it. Or somebody at work actually assisted him in this crime. Okay. I see a speck on my camera lens and I'm so itching to just reach there and wipe it off. Oh, did he have help was my question. Thank you, Laurie. I do believe somebody did assist him. I do believe so. Collaboration. This is collaboration. Okay, we have another text message. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Oh, the question was also, let me see if he's relocated. Let me ask if he has relocated. Thank you. I do believe somebody has helped him. And let me see if he has relocated. Let me see if any other card is going to come up as far as... You know what? I'm going to put this card back in just to give it a good thing. And if it pops out, it pops out. Otherwise, I'll take it out and set it out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello. Oh my goodness. Look at this, y'all. 8 of Wands and 8 of Cups. Yes, y'all, he's gone. He has most certainly relocated. Now I'm going to take out the 3 of Pentacles just so he can be on the deck. Because I was asking a yes or no question, I wanted to give it a fair shake, if you will. Let me get the 3 of Pentacles out. Okay. He has definitely moved on. He has emotionally checked out. He has physically moved on. So 8 of Wands does talk about quick changes, right? Moving on. Suddenly, quick, boom, I'm out of here. Emotionally, he's walked away from this whole thing. He has completely checked out. So quick decisions. Emotionally, he's walked away from it, like detached himself from it. And quick decision to move on. Boom, I'm gone. Over. I'm gone. That's what it is. Hey, Afro-Human. I know, Delvin, I'm probably getting old. So let's focus on the reading here. Let's not worry about what somebody else said or did, okay? That's not our problem. Everybody has an opinion. And these are my opinions. So let's just focus on this. Judgment. So what this is telling me, this Judgment card, let me get this out of here. I'm going to sneeze. Oh my God. There's a lot of talk. People are calling. People are spreading the word around. Could it be the family members who are still looking around, offering, money, this, that, and the other for any news? Maybe the investigation has opened up. Maybe there's a lot of talk. People are, it's not so much gossip as much as just people talking, trying to spread the word around. See, the gossip card is a different card. Okay, the gossip card, when I get the birdies, when I get the page of swords, that sort of a thing, I can say there's a lot of gossip going on. But this is not gossip. It's almost like things are being announced. You see the blowing is that the trumpet or the horn? I don't know my musical instruments except for a guitar and a piano. Sorry. So people are talking about it. People are making it known. People are like, hey, do you know anything about it? Oh, this is what I heard. Oh yeah, is this what I heard? Yeah, I think we should spread the news around. We should spread the word around. And hang on, y'all. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I will look this up. Hang on 1 second. SOU. Hang on one second. This is crucial. Images. Let me see the images, please. Somebody show. Oh my God, I'm about to freak out right now. Okay, hang on. Could that be it? Oh my God. See, I don't know whether I should say this, y'all. I don't know whether I should say this, but I can tell you for a fact that this individual has taken off overseas, but he has not gone to his country of origin. He has gone to a different country. Again, I do believe it is the South America, one of the South American countries. I am going to go so far as to say I don't believe that he has gone to his own country of origin, but I think he has gone to a different South American country. But there's a lot of talking going on. People are talking about it. People are making announcements. So there could possibly be somebody who's still working on the case, if the case is opened up, and they're trying to make announcements, not gossip, announcements. There you go. This is the card for announcements. All right, I want to move on because that's getting a little bit scary there. A picture of Chino. Sent you a picture. Hang on one second. Araceli, I just saw your message, honey. Let me see. Oh my goodness, girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, but wait. Okay, so here's my question. Oh my goodness. Here, you know what I'm going to do? Let me blow up this picture for a second here. And I'm just going to keep him here. Like on my page, right? He's just here on my page. Give me 1 second, y'all. So, oh shoot. I would not be surprised if this is the fool who did this to her. But they should have his DNA. If he has served time in prison, they must have his DNA, right? So if somebody, who is the one who just told me that he was back at the condo or her apartment or somewhere, and something to do with the car or something, one of y'all just told me that. So his prints would have been, well, if he was wearing gloves, and forget that. Hang on, y'all. Hang on 1 second, because I'm kind of, no, they want me to do this. I'm always complaining about having too many things on my table. I know I sound like a broken record, but hey, I need all my stuff around me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go so far as to say, because this fool's picture, I'm going to just exit out of that. Thank you for sending me that picture, Arachali. So I'm going to go so far as to say they really need to investigate him. Either he had something to do with it, or he knows somebody, he knows the person who did this to her. I'm leaning more towards he had something to do with this. That was a clear confirmation. Now I'm going to get my cards out just to reiterate that. Okay, so I don't know. So she's like, use this, my little deck which I haven't used in a while. I'm being asked to use it. So this has reversals in it too, and I'm going to take any reversals. I'm going to pull 3 cards from this and I'll go to my yes or no questions. Okay. Business. Okay. Something to do with business. Doubts and worries. You know, this has got something to do with, definitely something to do with the work. Okay, so I am more like leaning towards the fact that this has something to do with work. Either during the working day and time this transpired, somebody was working in her area, somebody who she knew from work, or something to do with work related. It's not something to do with leisure related. During work, while working, in the vicinity of work, within the scope of work. So within the scope of work, either he must have gone there for work, or this happened around something to do with commerce, working, that sort of a thing. So clubs. So 10, 17, 7 plus 1 is 8. So this has a lot to do with sexual fantasy, y'all. Okay. So 8, where's her 8th house? She's a Taurus. So let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 house is Jupiter again. I am not holding out hope that she's still alive. All right. I am not leaning towards, a lot of people, I'm not in any way, shape or form to to diminish the seriousness of trafficking, because we know human trafficking is horrible and it seems to have escalated. I'm not in any way trying to take focus away from that, but I also will say not every individual who goes missing, not every individual who has been kidnapped or found dead or whatever, not every case is attributed to human trafficking. We can't just blanket everything and say, oh, it's all human trafficking. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but in this case I don't believe that that is what really happened. Oh my god, that speck on that camera is driving me insane. I have to because I'm so you're going to see this on the camera. Don't flip out. It's just my tissue over here. I'm kind of, there we go. That's all. And I had to get up and I had to take care of that. I'm like, all right. Okay. If any of y'all see or catch anything around my left shoulder, let me know, because that thing is weighing heavily on me now. I don't know what it is. Bernard. I know you can never be careful, Carriage House. You can never be careful. See, but I'll tell you this, Delvin, you have a very, very valid question. What is law enforcement doing? Okay, so let me do this, because that's a very good question. Hang on. Let me go back and pull up the email. Araceli, you're so kind there. His crazy picture, his mugshot, doofus. What a ding dong ding along. Right, let me do that. I have his picture up. I'm going to ask a yes or no question. Jennifer, Kessie, Joyce. Look, I have a yes right off the bat. $30, $40, $40, $50, $59, $59, $67, $74, that's 11. Somebody close to this fellow has helped him, and somebody close to him knows about it. Somebody who's in his immediate environment, somebody who's a good friend of his, like-minded people, groups of friends that he works with or he knows, is aware of the fact that this idiot is the one who had something to do with her, or knows somebody who did this to her. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let's do this now. Okay, so 58, 68, 78, 80, 88, 88 is 16, 6 plus 1 is 7. Somebody who, again, his partners, his friends, somebody who he is in a relationship with, not necessarily a physical relationship, like somebody who is related to him in one way, shape or form, knows what really transpired. They have helped him, supported him, they are keeping it close. It's not just him, it's somebody else too. Either they know it and they didn't come up and fess up to it, or they were also involved in this thing. So clearly, I'm not going to so far as say it's a one-man job. Am I going to say he's the principal perpetrator, or was it somebody else? But him and somebody else have something to do with it, either by just having clear knowledge of what transpired or actually participating in the crime. So, but having said that, I do believe he really liked her, or he was attracted to her. Yeah, it was him, y'all. He had something to do with it. Either he's a main perpetrator or somehow, shape or form associated with this. 30. Again, I got a yeses. 30, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 81, 81, 90, 100. Oh my God, y'all. This guy, he knows something and he's not speaking, or he's the one and he's not speaking. Now, that's as far as what I'm being shown here. Again, these are my observations, my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, draw your own opinions. And this is for entertainment purposes only. This guy is a very passive aggressive guy. He's a very, very passive aggressive guy. This fellow. I don't much care for him. Comes across as being very sweet natured, almost a little shy. Yeah, I am going to say, if they keep looking and investigating his work, okay, they are going to be victorious in finding out what transpired and how it went about. If they continue, they as in the police continue to dig for wherever this fool worked and question everybody and backtrack, they will find out who did it. It has to do with the work environment. So, So Delvin had asked, so what are the police doing about it? So we all know, right? I mean, yeah, sure, police on a lot of occasions have dropped the ball. We know that it happens. We read on the news, we hear about it all the time. But we also have to acknowledge and give kudos to the police who do solve a lot of cases. You know, we cannot just blindly blanket everybody and say all cops are bad cops. I will not condone that type of, I don't subscribe to that thing. I don't think all cops are bad cops. I don't think, I mean, in any profession, there are the good people and the not so good people. Let's put it that way. They are the people who take action, take their job seriously, have pride in what they do, and they are those goofuses who just want to laze about and do a bunch of nothing. So having said that, there are a lot of cases that have been solved thanks to the police, thanks to the detectives, etc. Let's give them credit. Unfortunately, again, I'm not an expert. I don't know how it works, but just thinking logically, I don't think it's really possible for them to go after every single criminal case that's happening, or every single case that has been certified as being a criminal case, be it a murder or death not by natural method, not a unnatural death, or missing or whatever. Because it's just impossible. I mean, look at the percentage of the population, the ratio of population and the police people employed. It's just impossible. If we really want to go after all these cases and solve every one of them, then I think 50% of the population in any city or state in the country should all be cops, right? That's like, it's like just not like impossible. And then keep in mind that, you know, before these people are police officers and detectives, they are also human beings. So that doesn't make them in any way, shape or form above being criminals themselves. And again, I'm not bashing them or dissing them. I'm just saying, we're all human beings, right? So we know of so many cases where the police themselves or the law enforcement people themselves have been criminals, and they themselves have been put away because they murdered this one or killed that one or whatever, or did some drug dealing or whatever. After a certain point, they will have to prioritize cases. You can't be so stuck with your nose in the books regarding one case. They have to shelve it. They put it on cold storage. If that individual is lucky enough, then it comes out of cold storage and it is attended to. But oftentimes, if they hit a roadblock for whatever reason, they kind of just let it go, because it's like, okay, there's nothing we can do. But I also can say with assurance that a lot of times when they say like, okay, nothing is happening, it could very well mean, and I don't know if that's the case, that applies in this particular case, they kind of just back off and they say, oh, well, this case is a cold case, we can't find out anything. There's a high possibility they do that just so that the perpetrator feels like, oh, the heat is off of me and I can relax a little, I can take a deep breath and I can go about doing whatever. And sure enough, when the heat is off of them and they feel like, okay, we are not in the spotlight anymore, they might falter and do something stupid, and then boom, they're caught. That's a high possibility. I always want that to happen, right? I'm fine with things turning out like that. If the police say, okay, they make it known to everybody that, okay, the case has gone cold and we've forgotten, we moved on, we're never going to find out, and everybody backs off, and slowly, you'll see this person kind of relax a little, or people around them kind of. And when you're relaxed is when you're not paying attention and you're not on heightened alert, and then you let the cat out of the bag. There's a possibility that could be happening. I wish that was happening now, so we could find this fool, find her, and then find out if this fool was assisted by somebody else, and get them both, or whoever, 2, 3 people, whoever, behind bars. But I hope we find her. That's the most important thing. So I just want to say, when I said find this fool, I didn't mean Jennifer, I meant this perpetrator. Please know that, because people will say, oh my God, you said that. No, it's not Jennifer. I'm talking about this Chino guy, whatever his name is. So let's think about it. 2006 January, right? 16 is 10 years. It's been 16 years that she's been gone. Hey Bex B, hi, how are you? That's a new name. Carrie Finley, hello. My experience of family really needs to. Yeah. Has he done this before? I didn't ask those questions. I know somebody has asked. We can find out. Okay. So. I'm being told that no, he hasn't done this before. And what I mean by done this means causing harm and death of an individual. I don't think he has done this before, but what I'm being told is he will do it again. That's what I'm being told. So, Bex, hey Bex, go and visit my website, Bex B, okay? www.therealtarot1123.com. Vex, if you go onto my website, you will see all the different types of readings I do, how much it costs, how I do readings. You can also go and reserve a date and time that suits you, put in your information. Once the payment is made, you get a confirmation and we get on the reading. It's very easy to navigate, it's very user friendly and very informative. So go to my website, and it's www.therealtarot1123.com, and it's all in the description box. You can also send me a message directly via the website, okay? So, and my email address is therealtarot1123@gmail.com. Let me just type it out here. So I want to ask y'all to please give me a thumbs up and hit the bell icon and spread the news around about this channel. I would really appreciate it if y'all can help me grow this channel. So thank you for all your support for making this channel what it is thus far. Couldn't have done it without my subscribers. So I have to say a shout out to all of you and a big thank you to y'all. But I would like to see this channel grow, so help me do that. Oh wow. So I like to see the channel grow. Help me do that. And the sun card says yes. Okay. Because really that was what was in my mind. So you're welcome, Bex. Oh, I like that little icon over there. That is so cute. Oh, that is so cool. What is it called, y'all? Hang on, I wanted to share something with y'all just off the subject, right? Give me 1 second. What is this called? I just want to share this with y'all. I promise it really helps. It has helped me. I was just looking at my skin and I was like, it's going to be up on my blog. Finally, I've got it organized. I'm going to put it up on my blog, my skincare thing, so all of y'all can go see it. Okay, help me. Hang on here. By concern, protective. It's in the bedroom. I just don't want to go get it. Okay, so there is this product called Avene. Look, they're not paying me for this or anything like that. This is not sponsored or something. I just want to share it with you. It's got Cilcalfate, Cilcalfate, Cilcalfate. It's a restorative and protective cream. It comes in a little, you know what? Here. Let me take a picture of this. So I should go look it up, okay? I don't know if it's going to show on my phone though. So see if y'all, wait, let me go back to this. See if y'all can see it. I don't know if it's very clear or not. See that? Okay, Cilcalfate. Y'all, this is fantastic. I didn't know about, I've used their products over the years, but I didn't know truly how fantastic this is. Spend the money, buy a tube, keep it at home. Whether you have kids, young children, or young teenagers, yourself, grown kids, grandkids, whatever, I don't care. It is worth the money. I have it on auto ship because I use it all the time. I can tell how my skin reacts because of my lupus thingy, how much this helps. I kid you not. It's like I've got all that information on my blog. It's going to go up this weekend. So another thing is, let me share with you this one. So let me share with you this one too. This, y'all, I kid you not, this has helped me so much. And I'm like, yeah, again, slightly pricey stuff, but you know what, sometimes I feel, is that the one? Fortuna, I can't even say this. Okay, let me show you this one, y'all. See this? Wait, I need to see if it's going to pop up. I know I'm going off subject, but I was just, can you see this? It's called Isdin, Isdin, Photo, Airy Fortuna Ageless Ultralight Emulsion, Broad Spectrum SPF 50. Okay, so this is not just a, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. I used to have thank you, Ali, I used to have a lot of headbands, but now I'm down to just two, this one and that other plain one, so I don't know. Either I might have thrown them off or, you know, had, you know, friends come over and oh, you know, they're kids and they're like, I like that headband. Can I have it? Yeah, sure, fine. What are you going to do? I'm going to say no. So, yeah, now I'm just down to two. Common search term in the beginning of your title. Oh, okay. Okay, I will do that. Thank you, Karajaus. I know, it's weird, the algorithms. Okay, so what I was going to say, I know I'm going off subject because I'm looking at my skin here in the screen, and you know how days with the lupus really flaring up, it really aggravates. I kid, and the white cast, I really don't care about the white cast. I'm like, who gives a flip about the white cast when it's helping my skin? That's fine by me. And it looks odd, but really, am I worried about looking odd or really healing my skin? Y'all, I'll tell you, this broad spectrum SPF and that other product I told you, please go check it out. I recommend it, but then again, please talk to your own dermatologist. I am not peddling this. I am not given, they are not sending me money or free thing. This is not sponsored. I purchased this out of my own money. I have it on auto ship because it has helped me so much. Unbelievable. And a lot of people talk about physical sunscreen and this sunscreen and that sunscreen. Do your own research. For me, I can say this has worked. And like I say, it's now on auto ship. It is pricey, but let me tell you, it's worth the money. So when they have sales, what I do is I stop the auto ship, because when I calculate it, I feel that sometimes when they have sales, it's more more feasible. So then I'll just go ahead and order a couple, but then I don't order a whole bunch because they have expiration dates, so that doesn't make sense. So I'll order a couple extras and keep it, and then again go back to the auto ship. So it's like, it works out great. Try it. And that Cicalfate, please go and buy it and get that tube and just keep it at home. You have a wound, you have a scratch, anything that happens that breaks the skin, and you know how sometimes you get scratched or whatever. Even if it's a scratch, technically the healing process is starts scabbing and all that. You put this cream on it. Okay, wash it clearly. That's what I do. I put this cream on it, and it helps the healing process, and the skin won't scar as much. Now, some people are more prone to scarring. I know for a fact that if I have a wound and I don't put sunscreen on it and I go about in the sun, it gets darkened. But so I always take care of that. Y'all, I cannot tell you how awesome this is. These two things have really helped my skin the most, besides my essential oils, my Ayurvedic skincare, when I have major flare-ups. For a little bit I had stopped there because I was like, oh my God, I just want to let my skin breathe. No, I just now went back to my routine and slathered on that Ayurvedic oils, and that I'm still working on to put on my website, because I've used those oils for years, and I'm still trying, because it's manufactured overseas, so going through the process of importing and the USDA, the approvals, oh my God, it's driving me insane. But I'll get there someday. You all will really appreciate it. But then again, I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician. This is what works for me. Do your own research. Okay, enough. Moving on. Guy, real name is Oh, now she comes up. Hey, Araceli, how do you get all this information? It helps. Carriage house, you can put it on your thing too, right? If there's a nick over there. But again, consult your doctor, right? Okay, Araceli is kind enough to send me this fellow's, his name. Let me do the math on it. Where's my pencil? How do you get this information? Yeah, stupid lupus, seriously. Pamela, hi, how are you doing? Pamela, try this. Check with your doctor and try this. Okay, I will help it. Wait. Okay, let me try. Avene, Cicalfate, I think, correct? Let me just check. Cicalfate. Okay. Then, what is the other one? Isidin. Then, Cicalfate. Avene. Cicalfate. Isidin. These are pharmaceutical skincare, Isidin, and even actually Avene too. A lot of, I think they call it cosmeceuticals. Erifotona. Consult your doctor, please. Jeanette, hey Jeanette, my website's name is www.therealtarot1123.com. Okay, let me go back to what Araceli said. Chino's real name is Patricia. How does she get all this information? Okay, But then again, I don't dig. I just get, because for me, I want the cards to tell me the story. So, okay. But thank you, Araceli. Patricia Toledo. Oh, this guy is... Okay, I'm going to say it. My opinions. He's a slime ball. Slam dunk. He's a slime ball. This guy is very... See, remember I said earlier we had that card that talked about duality, the Lovers card, which is a Gemini card. This guy will appear as innocent and no man, so sad, no. Oh, but oh my God, no. 19 December 19th, 1981. 81. Give me a second. Let's figure this out. Patricio. So 12, hang on, 10, 20, 29, 5. Oh, okay. So let's do this. So Patricio over. Excuse me, sniffles. O-L-E-D-O Salinas. Okay, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 27, 36, 46, 47, 48, 55, 60, 70, 81, 86, 90, 93. 93 is 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. So we can do 5th house. So if he was born on December 19th, so so December 19th is Sag, right? Yeah, December 19th is Sag. 5th house is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th house is Aries. 12th house is Scorpio. And 3rd house, Sag, 1, 2, 3, Aquarius. 3rd house is Aquarius. So let's take a look at her 5th house. So if his I don't want to sully my paper with this stupid fellow. Okay, let me see. So her 5th house is Virgo and his 5th house is Aries. So Virgo and Aries, right? So Aries is Mars, and 5th house talks about, yes, taking action with regards to speculation. He's one of those guys who has no qualms about speculating and taking action, right? So it's something snaps in his head and he's like, oh, should I do it? Should I not do it? The moment he starts thinking about something, there's no more stalling. It's like, go take action. He's a little bit that kind of guy who I'm going to go so far as to say that he is a kind of a person who is greatly lacking in emotions, Now his 1st house is Sag and her 8th house is Sag. So 1st house talks about how you present yourself and 8th house talks about, yes, see, there you go. 1st house, how he presents himself, and 8th house is secrets. So how he presents himself, how he wants to present himself to the universe, how he wants people to look at him, is completely different than what he really is. Completely different. So here, if his 1st house is Sag and her 8th house is Sag. So 1, 2, 3. So they are looking at each. Absolutely contradiction. Absolutely. So how he wants to perceive himself and how others thought of him are how he. Okay. So how he really is as opposed to what people think of him are totally like contradictory, opposite ends of the spectrum. He likes people to think of him as being, that very happy kind of person, nice person, very giving, very loving, very caring, but that's not what he is. He's a douchebag. And then you have 12th house is Scorpio. So Scorpio, now think about this. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. His 5th house is ruled by Mars, and he's a Sagittarius, and he's ruled by Jupiter. So with the 12th house, it talks about karma, hidden supports, institutions, etc. Absolutely, he's going to be imprisoned because that's the 12th house. Restrictions, you have Scorpio and you have Pluto. But here's the thing, he's going to come. Mars is all about taking action. Mars is a planet of war. Mars is somebody who's like, let's go fight. Taking action, that weird crazy energy. But Pluto talks about regeneration. Now here's the thing, as much as he's a Sagittarius, a fire sign, his 1st house, his 12th house is a water sign. So it's like that emotions getting out of control. So heightened emotions, throw Jupiter in the mix. Emotions is water, and throw Jupiter in the mix, right? Jupiter is a fire sign, so it's going to heat up the water to a bubbling point which is uncontrollable. Now, can this water absolutely subside and drown the fire and put out the fire? Yes, it can. But at his thing, because when was he born? 81 to 91. She was born in 81. So around the same age. So for him, it's when that emotions are out of control. It's like he can't control his emotions. Let's just put it that way. He cannot control his emotions. That's the problem. Now, I'm also going to say he will be incarcerated, but if he comes out of incarceration, he is going to go back to incarceration, being incarcerated. Because institutions, as Scorpio over there is telling me he's going to go back. I'm going to do a quick pull for him. Hang on, because his energy is now, let's see what's going on. I'll just do a quick. I know this is about Jennifer, but Virgo. Just 3 cards, okay? The Sun card in Gemini. So let's look at this. He is a Sagittarius in Virgo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th house. 10th house, career, life goals. The Sun card, 10th house, and that's a 9th house. Distant travel. Is he a dad? Or does he have a father, or doesn't know who his father is? He's going to be he's gone. He's going to travel. He will leave. He's not going to be hanging around. And then Gemini. So let's look at this duality. Remember the Gemini card popped up earlier, the Lovers card, which is Gemini, and I said this person has got dual personality type of thing. There's a lot of duality going on. It pops up here. So if he is 1, 2, 3, 3rd house, 4th, 5, 6, 7th house, 7th house talks about friends, contracts, relationship. Somebody has definitely assisted this guy, y'all. Somebody has assisted this guy. When did they get him? That's the question. Did he actually leave or what? I don't know. I don't think any arrests have been made as far as this case is concerned. But I can say that either that guy is somehow directly responsible to this, or he knows somebody who's responsible, or him and somebody else did it, or somebody helped him, or he helped somebody in some part, way, shape, or form. But if they keep digging into him and his work environment, they will find out what's going on. So let me see what this Chino is. Knight of Swords, 5 of Swords. Am I surprised? No. Knight of Wands. Lot of talk, lot of abuse, lot of wanting to go off and take action. He wants to be free. He doesn't want to have any responsibility. he doesn't want to own up to the fact that he could be responsible for this young lady's demise. He is like, no, I'm not responsible. Why am I having to pay the price? He's not going to fess up to it. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God, excuse me. He is not going to fess up to this. So that's all I can say. Okay, so it's going to be difficult to get a confession out of him, if whoever. No, it's the same one after a little break. Guy in prison is the same guy with missing family. What missing family? I don't know. What missing family? Okay, so let's move on from this. Afro-human says douchebag works too. Thank you, Carriage House. Thank you, Alia. Well, that's the thing. No arrest has been made with direct arrest. No arrest has been made where they can tie a particular individual to the case of Jennifer either being missing or passed or whatever. They don't have one individual that they are able to tie up to the case. Whoever this guy is probably in prison, like she says, but he could be in prison for other reasons. But I'm going to say he has some knowledge about it. Either he has participated in it or he knows who has participated in it. That's a possibility. Maybe they got him on what they could. That's possible. Very possible. Very possible. Because if there's no body, there's no evidence, right? So circumstantial evidence doesn't necessarily fly all the time. So that's a high possibility. Okay, so I'm going to stop with this reading, and we're only yet at 9 o'clock. So we're 2 hours into this. So what I'm going to do is I know y'all may have questions, but I'm quickly going to do a quick card. I know a lot of people have been asking me this. I'm just going to clear this energy, and I'm going to do a quick pull. A lot of people have been asking, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Hi Courtney. Yeah, astrology is fantastic. It's fantastic. I do have an astrology channel too. Let me put down the name over here. Thank you, Afrohuman, for mentioning that. Astrology channel. The Real Astrology 1123. And my email is therealastrology1123@gmail.com. So, okay, surprise, this is an impromptu reading for Summer Wells. Now, I am not, don't get your knickers in a twist, y'all. I am not doing an in-depth reading. I'm going to pull just a few cards. If my energy is such, or the energy around me is such that it's pushing for more depth, I will do it. If not, I am not. Let me just say that, okay? I don't want y'all to get all like... I'm not using this deck, so I'll continue to use this one. I just want to see what's going on over there. I just want to see. Thank you, Afrohuman, for sharing that information. Yes, Courtney, I do have classes and all that stuff. Go to my website, www.therealtarot1123.com. All that information will be there. I don't know, Delvin. You know, it's weird. Yeah, you should ask. I mean, literally, I'm like, what, why, who, for what? It's the weirdest thing. So maybe she was tapping on my shoulders. I don't know. Why would I want to do Summer Wells' case now? It's like out of the blue. Seriously. I've been like, no, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to. A lot of people have been saying, can you do this? Can you do this? I know, exactly, Susie Q. This is the one live that nobody has asked me to do a reading for Summer Wells, and here I am, I'm doing a reading for her. So, yeah, who's to say? Yeah. Deltona, Florida. I don't know what that means, but okay. I don't know what's going to come through, but let's just see, because I know the mother interview, the father interview, Jose came up, and all that drama has been going on. I just want to know, Summer, tell me what I need to know, baby girl. Is there anything else that I need to, any information? Watch out, y'all. If y'all see anything weird, let me know, okay? I got my little crystal thing. Blue. Blue and white. Hot pink. Blue, white and hot pink. I don't know. Okay, blue, white and hot pink. Blue, white and hot pink. Whatever that means. Figure it out, y'all. I'm going to agree with that, Araceli. I think Jose is there. He's not hiding anything. Is he the most perfect person? No. But is he speaking the truth? Yes. I do believe so. Somebody sent me a clip of that video. I didn't watch the whole thing because y'all, seriously, I very rarely watch the whole video. I just skip because I just get the energy and I'm like, check out. I initially was like, okay, what the hell is this guy talking and whatever. I was like, bah humbug. So I stopped watching the video, and a couple of days later I went back and watched parts of it, and I just I muted it. I don't let the sound on, and I just focus on their energy. And I do this, something else for you folks to learn. Sometimes when I feel that I'm not picking on a particular energy, or I'm kind of can't concentrate, that there's a lot of white noise around, white noise or distractions, visual distractions, what I do is I either hike up the volume and I just close my eyes, so I just hear the audio. You know what I just heard? You know, sometimes when you start a car and the car is not in tip-top shape, you have that weird noise, like rings, like a metal, something is turning, but there's not enough grease there to make it a smooth turn. Do you know what kind of noise I'm talking about? It happens in cars that are slightly older and not well maintained and serviced. Like when you crank it up, it's like something is spinning, but it's not a smooth spin because there's no lubrication over there. It's like, I can't explain that to you. That's what I heard. So yeah, going back, I close my eyes and just listen to the audio and I get energy. Sometimes if I feel like, okay, there's a lot of talking and a lot of chattering, then what I do is I mute it and just look at the visual. Then I'm able to pick up the energy too. It's try it sometimes. Yeah, let's somebody related to this whole Somerville's case has just been diagnosed as having some major GI issues. Could be cancer, could be a serious major GI issues. I don't know where that came from, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm sick of it. So we have the High Priestess. We have the Star card. Now I don't have a date of birth and all. Don't put it over here because I'm not going back to do any more math. This is an impromptu reading. Two of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. The Five of Swords. So this High Priestess, as we know, is ruled by the moon. It's somebody who Just look at the card. Y'all, I am going to go back and say, what's that face's name? That chick? Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I just, don't even get me started on her. That woman who I never liked from the very first day her name popped on my radar, and the moment I saw her face, I was like, you know what I'm thinking? I'm like, hush your mouth and sit down type of thing. That's her. That Robin chick, y'all, with the Aquarius card, Two of Pentacles. She is now, here's a scenario. This could be Robin, which I think it is, or it could also mean Summer's mom, right? Whoever this is, and we'll get clarity on that. But the first image that came to my mind was Robin, because this denotes high priestess, something to do with the church, and she is in, if you know how a role fits in the church, I would say she is a high priestess. So that's why I immediately thought of her, because that was the energy that popped up. She is now thinking about whether she wants to continue to support, continue to support whoever she's supporting, continuing to assist on the quiet, on the down low, hidden support. She's thinking of whether she wants to continue to be supportive of whoever is responsible. She's juggling, weighing the pros and cons, trying to figure out which is the right action to take, with regards to coming out in the open and talking about who is really responsible for this. But with the Five of Swords, she also knows that if she does do that, her life is going to be threatened. So she's basically now so concerned that if she comes out and makes it known and speaks her mind, that she's going to be like in deep doo-doo. Yes, the high priestess always shows up in this case. Yes. And just think about her role in the church. What is her role in whatever the heck church that she goes to, or that church that they, whatever. What is her role in that? Wouldn't you say, is it too far-fetched, or is it a real stretch to say her role is something similar to a high priestess over there, right? Yeah, I mean, we are being polite when we say high priestess, take a seat, Robin. I mean, you know what I'm thinking about, right, Gypsy girl? Yeah, it's like, just a mannerism, that little brief interview she did with somebody, and then she goes on to say she was all, remember that drama where she was supposed to give an interview with a tarot reader, and then the last minute she backs out and she goes, oh, my God says not to trust tarot readers. Or my God said it's a devil's work or whatever. Well, I'm going to say, BITCH, you very well knew that your God or your Bible said that tarot readers are the devil, so why did you agree to give the interview? And then on the date and time of the interview, you pop up and you back out. So all that is a plan and it is a scheme. So I'm like, shut your mouth and sit your ass down, girl, and keep your mouth zipped, okay? Don't say anything. The only time you're meant and you're allowed to talk is go to the police and tell them what really happened. Other than that, zip it and sit down and shut your face. But I will tell you this, karma is a BITCH, and all those people who are responsible for this, they will pay the price. Absolutely, they will. This child's energy is so weird, y'all. Think about it for a second. How many kids have gone missing? How many kids? And yet there are very few cases that hold the attention of the world like this. There are very few cases, whether it's kids or adults or whatever, very few cases that really hold the interest, right, and are in the public. Why? Think about that for a second. So her energy, this child's energy, is so strong. The purpose of her existence is to bring to light these kind of things that are happening. Right? Her life was, she was destined to be have a short life. I think I said that in one of the videos. I don't think I saw her living past the age of 6 or 7 or whatever it is I said, because her purpose, her karma was to come in here and for this to happen, and her energy was meant to bring to light all this drama. Why is it like so many cases, right? John Benet Ramsey, they've never been able to figure that one out. Marilyn McCann, they've never been able to figure that one. And this child, every so many years you have somebody pop up and that case sticks and they don't figure it out. When is the universe going to, when are the human beings, when are we as people going to wake up and say, this is a serious situation, we really need to delve into it to stop this cycle? So it's almost like mankind gets complacent and falls into that, I don't want to think about it, and boom, another case pops up like this. Is to jolt us all awake and for us to realize and acknowledge and accept the fact that there is a serious problem and we really need to take action. But unfortunately, I don't think we as a collective have woken up enough to figure all this kind of stuff out. Now, this is the weird thing, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack with this. There's a lot of wokeness going on about all kinds of bullcrap that really is irrelevant, right? At least I think it's irrelevant. You may not think so, but all this wokeness business, and I won't get into that. It's like, okay, but why aren't we woke about all this? Right? So again, my opinion, what you think is wokeness and what I think could be different, and we don't necessarily have to agree, and I'm good with that, but don't come at me for that. Like I said, these are my opinions. Hold on, somebody posted are you guys all enjoy? Oh, okay, Gypsy girl, only 9 likes, y'all. Why aren't y'all giving me the likes? What's going on, people? Come on. Who got arrested for robbing a drug box inside the sheriff's office? Oh, I don't know who that is. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this. So she's a bit concerned for her safety. So a lot of abusiveness, a lot of violence, a lot of relationship abuses. Okay, that sort of a thing. So this card leads me to believe that there's a possibility this could be Candace Summer's mom, because she is in an abusive relationship, right? I think I had told y'all one time that I think she's close to a breaking point, or she will. When she hits that point, she will spill the beans as well. So, hang on. Robin Lane's husband or ex-husband. Oh, really? But yeah, you're right, Delvin. You know, it's unfortunate, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, it's sad that if this happens to a high profile case and everybody sits up and says, oh my God, let's do it. But okay, there's some counting issue going on, so let's not worry about it, okay? I just saw the comment and said, if you all have hit the thumbs up, thank you, I appreciate it. I could have made a mistake too, excuse me, because, you know, I am a little kind of all over the map, so I do apologize if I made a mistake in calling that out. So anyhow, so what was I going to say? But at the end of the day, whether it is a child born to a wealthy family or not, at the end of the day, it's still the child, right? I mean, that's how I would look at it, because as I say, children pay for the sins of their fathers, and, you know, that sort of a thing, whatever, you know. Rockin' Robin, hey girl, how are you doing? Okay. It's so funny, I heard that car noise. I don't know why I was being shown that. King of Cups. Feeling left out in the cold. 5 of Cups. Ooh, look at that. The World card. The Wheel of Fortune. This is very, very interesting. Interesting. One more card. Ace of Wands. So what this is telling me is, whoever this King of Cups is, this King of Cups could be It could be Dawn, it could be another somebody who is really, but I see this more as a person who is a very integral part of this case, the center of this case. So, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this person is really, really holding on to his emotions or overwhelmingly emotional. I would say this person is feeling very, very much hurt and left out financially, as well as hurting financially, and emotionally also completely bereft. So a kind of a meltdown. Who had a meltdown recently? I don't know. Then you have the World card. Now the World card is saying that there is some sort of a things coming around full circle for this individual, or this individual feels that something has happened full circle. And the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, is saying that, look, you may feel like things have come full circle, but the things are not really full circle, because things are still, the wheel is still moving. So you thinking that things have come full circle is not that. The wheel is still moving and things are going to keep revealing themselves. And then you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is saying somebody is going to come forth, and I do believe this is a male. Somebody is going to come forth and say, look, I'm taking control. I'm taking control of this situation. I'm going to take get a grip or control of my emotions. I'm going to take action and go forward. This also talks about somebody who has a very, very, could be this King of Cups, somebody who is very much all about his ego and his masculinity and his libido and that sort of a stuff. I'm not finding this to be a very good energy. I don't think it's any of the cops. I don't think. I also feel like this individual is kind of feeling very bereft and sad that all this has transpired and kind of put a dampener on his spirit. Like it's like he has to lay low, he has to be quiet as far as finances are concerned, and even as far as emotions are concerned, he's got to suppress everything. He may already feel financially and emotionally depleted, but on the other hand, he feels that this, whatever things have been transpiring, it's kind of put a limitation on that part. So is it what's his face's name, Don, that didn't he go to prison for something 60 days, 90 days, and his work was affected or whatever? But it's weird. Yeah, it's like lot of gossip, lot of talk. It's picking up momentum again, yeah. Lot of talk. Queen of Wands. Who's the cat person here in that whole scenario? Ace of Wands again. Okay. Six of Cups, wishing things were like they used to be, wishing for things like in the past. The Star card, wow, these are some repetitions, all right. And then the Four of Wands. Okay, so this is clearly telling me something. Look, wish you could go back. There's a lot of talk about, did I do the right thing? Did I take the right action? This is feminine energy, lot of talk, lot of thinking, lot of gossip, lot of back and forth, lot of back and forth. Did I do the right thing? Did we do the right thing? Did we take the right course of action with regards to this scenario? And the Queen of Wands does talk about being brave, being self-sufficient, coming forward and not hesitating to take action. But then it's also, am I doing the right thing with regards to this particular individual, this masculine energy, or am I going to now finally take action, okay, and be strong enough to take action, take control, and say, look, I'm going to go forth and try and recapture, try to go back to the way things used to be in the past, rewind the tape and try to find hope and inspiration, right? Hope and inspiration to go back to living that family life like nothing ever really happened. So this person is definitely sitting in his or her head. I would say her head. She's like, okay, fine, what do I do? Where do I go? Do I take action now and go back and rewind? And I mean, it's over. I'm done. I'm depleted. I can't do anything more than that. I'm just going to detach myself, try to go back and recapture the past and go back to living life the way it used to be, celebrate and have reunions. This is so freaking weird. That's how I see it. This one too. 8 of Cups, walking away. So this individual wants to walk away, trying to, okay, this is Candace's energy and Justice. So I do believe that Candace is wanting to walk away from this, going back to having that happy family, addictions again, and Justice. Is she thinking about divorcing Don? Is Candace thinking about divorcing Don? Or is she kind of really going so far into it and wanting to go back to being her usual addict self? And she thinks that's the decision I'm going to make, that's fine. I am beginning to think that she's probably thinking about removing herself or moving away from Don or divorcing him, and wishing she could go back, right, and continue to live happy self with her addictions and all, and start anew. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, their reputations. He got 11 months, 39 days, eligible for rehab in 180 days. So that was him. So yeah, I think this can, yeah, she is. I thought he confessed. Or did he confess that he was responsible for her? I don't know. Dang, that's all blurry. Let me put this thing back on. All right, y'all. I'm not going to do any more for that. We're good. Okay, we're good. Hey, Margaret, how are you doing? Oh, y'all, listen. I forgot to tell y'all. Full moon today. Wait, is today full moon? 16th? 15th, 16th is the full moon. So it's all about completions. If y'all are doing any candle work, etc., this is a great day to do it. I got this cute little thingy that I bought a deck of cards and somebody sent me that. Oh my God, for y'all, seriously, hang on one second. I wanted to show y'all this little thing. What? There we go. Let me put away all this. A couple of things I want to show y'all. So we have the full moon on the 16th, okay? And so set your intentions, and then when the new moon is coming up, so new moon is to set your intentions and full moon is completions. But then again, if you're doing any specific candle work, remember the full moon is the best time to do it. So keep that in mind, and also look at where your moon falls based on your astrology or whatever, right? Where is your moon? Now the 16th of April, it is, let's take a quick look at this. Where is the, I don't know where I put all those papers. It's a Libra moon, isn't it? I think it's a Libra moon, if I'm not mistaken. Wait. Yeah, it's a Libra moon. So if you have a moon in Libra, whatever, or you figure it out, right? Set your intention. So that's one thing I wanted to share with you all. I have this beautiful thing that somebody sent me. It's all about in French. Another thing I found a little gem is, y'all go and check out the Five Below stores. They have some really cool stuff, okay? And you know you're not going to pay more than $5 for anything there, correct? I found, oh my God, I'm sorry, my sniffles. You're not going to get the really all that big expanse of esoteric stuff. You won't find there. But they do have these little kits with sage. They have incense sticks. They have those little blocks of Himalayan salt, that sort of a thing. So that's great. Go and shop there. You can find some cool stuff. The other day I went there, I don't know for what, and I found this little thingy here. Look at this. Look how cool this is. Okay, and I think I paid like $2 or $3 or something for this. Okay, and here are the stones. I mean, they're not big stones. Okay, and I just picked it up. So can you all see? Yeah, let me see. Oh, let me see that. So these are some really, you have red jasper. Let me hold it up. Red jasper. This carnelian is beautiful. That's, I think, my favorite stone, really. Right? I think this is my snowflake obsidian. This is white howlite, I think. Green aventurine. Oh, hello. They're not very big stones, but they are a decent size. And this is blue aventurine. Beautiful stone. This is beautiful. And this is tiger's eye. Right? This is really, like I said, not really big things. Now, one thing I'll tell you, right? When we buy crystals, and I know I'm segueing a little into this, I hope you don't mind. When we look at crystals and all that stuff, please don't fall for the trap of it has to be as big as this, or it has to be, I mean, I have bigger, like you've seen on my desk all these big crystals that I have. They don't have to be, oh, that's not, yeah, that is sitting. They don't have to be like bigger than a baseball or bigger. They have to be a particular size for it to have any value or whatever. That's not it. Unless, of course, again, with astrology, when we look and we say, see, based on your thing, remember I said when we talk about the jewelry, the planetary thing, the gemstones associated with jewelry, we set it in gold or silver or platinum or brass or copper or even steel or bronze, that there are particular carat weightages that we will basically prescribe, for lack of a better term, based on your astrology chart. There's a reason why we say this particular stone, this weight. Okay, so that's going into Vedic astrology. The same way when we say this is a crystal you need to have around your house, this is the ideal size you want. You're not going, if they say get a crystal that's 1.25 kgs or 2.6 pounds or whatever, you're not going to get exactly that around that ballpark. There's a reason we do that. So that's different. But for just general stuff, you don't have to go and spend $1 gazillion and all, as long as you know that these gemstones are real. Crystals are genuine and they're not plastic. Let me assure you, this is real. This is not plastic. Okay, this is enough. Just get it. And this, you know why I like this particular size? You can slip it into a little mojo bag. I think I'm high. You know what I'm talking about, those little mojo bags. Of course, when I want it, I never find it. Otherwise, I have a gazillion of them freaking lying around the house. Like a little bag like this, right? A little tiny bag. This is like what, 3 inches by whatever. Little bag like this. You can put your little stone, put your intention or whatever it is, and you can carry it with you. You can even put it in a little bag and slip it in your pocket. So all day long you will have it. It's not so big and so obtrusive that people will go, what is that? Why are you carrying? And the moment you say it's a crystal, people are like, oh, you must be doing some magic. You know how people are. Some people, they kind of so piss me off. It's like they automatically, jump to conclusions. And I'm like, hush yourself and keep quiet and go away and stop bothering me. You don't even know what this is for, and you just assume, oh, it's voodoo work. I'm like, get a life, right? So so think about that. It's a great opportunity for you to be able to delve into these stones and say, okay, fine, so is this really my stone? You can experiment with this too. So let's say it's blue aventurine, right? Go look up, I'm not going to go into those details now, go look up what values it has, how it will assist you. It's small enough that you can carry it around for a week and say, okay, are you really getting the energy, are you really getting the feel from this? If yes, then you can invest and buy a bigger one. So I think this is a great opportunity to delve into this, and they have different types of stones and things like that, so go look into that. One other place I found where they were into where else did I see it? Oh my god, it just slipped my mind. Crystals. Where else did I see that they had these tiny ones like this that were really helpful? I used to go like every so often they would have this gem show or something. I know they had it in Dallas, they have it in California. Every state I think they have, not every state, some states they have these gem shows where or jewelry or whatever, that people from all over the world, they come, the crystal show, the gemstone or gem show, like a trade show. I always go because you'll be amazed at the kind of things you'll find over there, and they are fairly reasonable compared to if you were to go to retail and buy it. So oh yes, not Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Okay, that's another store. Now I have got crystals from Michael, but you have to be careful over there because some of them are genuine crystals, some of them is just like riffraff stuff. So you should know what you're looking for, know crystals to buy it. Now I'll tell you another thing. Another really, I don't want to use the word cheap, but economical way is you get little rocks, right? Like this, let's say blue aventurine. I don't know why I'm harping on that. Little rocks. It's almost like, rock salt, right? When you have a bowl of, remember old days, like rock salt, they'll have a bowl in the kitchen in a little wooden bowl or something, and grandma would always take a pinch of it and drop it. It never used to be grains. It used to be little rocks of salt. They have these crystals that come in those chips or rocks. Now those are usually the wastage that, once they're done cutting and whatever for jewelry, the little wastage thingies, you get that, and they're all weird shapes, and you drill a hole and make a bracelet type of thing. You can even go buy that, right? Don't buy the big bracelets because they are expensive. Like these, right? These are expensive stuff, so you don't need to go and buy that. You can get those bits and pieces of those chips, right? And you can again put that in a little mojo bag and carry it around with you. So when we think about, crystals can get expensive, so that's a nice little thing I just wanted to share with you all. I hope I'm not kind of wasting your time sharing all that. Okay, so most are where I sleep or at my, you all can, the rough stones. Yes, thank you. That Suzy Q, I can't find words sometimes. Thank you. That's what I mean. Absolutely. No, absolutely. Gypsy girl, you're right. That's the great thing. Woo! This one needs to be put on. It's like, so this is a perfect, and you're not going to feel it, right? You're not going to feel like, oh my god, what's that thing sticking over there, or make you uncomfortable or whatever. This is just so cool. You get those little satin sachets, y'all. I don't know where you can buy them. Of course, if you buy them, you got to buy them in bulk for it to be reasonable. Oh, you know what? Okay, so if you go and buy, not all clothing companies do this, but you know how some clothing companies, they put an extra button. Some of them just stitch it to the inside, or some of them put it in a little baggie, a little cloth bag actually, and they stitch it there. I hope not all brands do this. Some high-end brands do that. They make it cute and nice, like little mojo bags, but just enough to hold a spare button, right? Don't throw those away. Those are like precious. You can't go and find them because first and foremost, I don't know if it's available on Amazon. Then if they do, it's bulk. You probably have to buy 100. But what are you going to do with 100? Even if it's $10, it's still, what are you going to do with 100? Get those, save, go look at your coats. Usually it comes with coats, winter clothing. Go see if you have Now everybody is going to go to the wardrobe and say, let's see if this coat has it. So go check out that, and those are meant to be cut out and kept, or you can leave it in that. So what I do is I use, those are literally half the size of this matchbox sometimes, or maybe even this size, and it's thin cloth, it's not satin or felt, so it's thin, just perfect to put something like this in, right? Again, doesn't irritate your skin, none of that, unless you are somebody who's got super sensitive skin. Stick it in your bra, stitch it up, stick it in your bra, whatever, put a safety pin, of course, don't poke yourself, caution and all that stuff. So that's something, think about that, y'all. Works out great. So any other questions for me? Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. One thing I wanted to share with you, again, this is not being loose tea bags. That works too. Perfect. Loose tea bags. Great idea, Susie Q. Yeah, those loose tea bags that you get, it's in that muslin or whatever, right? That works out just fine too. Okay, I'm going to share this with you. Let me make it categorically clear, this video is not sponsored. They have not asked me, and they did not say, oh, can you give us a shout out or anything like that? No, they have not. But hopefully they'll watch this video. I'm going to let them know that I kind of spoke about this. They have not in any way solicited me. I paid for this out of my money, my own pocket. I don't get a commission, nothing like that. Is because I really thought they did an awesome job. Are they a little overpriced? Absolutely. But hey, at the end of the day, the quality is fantastic. But as far as would I pay the same amount of money for this particular deck of cards, I wouldn't, simply because, it's a bit pricey. This was it an impulse buy? It wasn't. I had been watching it for a while, but it's a bit pricey. I would have paid, I don't know if knowing what I now know, I don't think I would have bought it at the price it was offered for. But that's beside the point. The quality is great, their service is great, fantastic. So this is these people, the same people who sent me that little thingy. It's called the Lux, I'll show you, the Lux X Umbra Tarot. It's a bit pricey, and it's made overseas, I think in France. So it's from Latin Lux, Light and Umbra Shadow. So this is, where is it made? Designed and written by Pauline A. Co-written by Bruno K. Okay, whoever that is. So this is a great deck. It's a 78 card deck. Based on the Tarot Marseille. So if you are not familiar with that kind of a tarot, then I don't know, but I like it. So it's called Lux Umbra Tarot. LUXEXUMBRA Tarot. Maybe I'll let me see. LUXEXUMBRATAROT. Go research it, okay? It was a pretty penny, so that's fine. I like it, and they were so. What's the name of this person even? Let me see. Wait, what's the name of this person? Oh my goodness! I thought I just had it. Hang on, y'all. Oh, shoot. I thought I just had the sheet of paper over here. Well, they sent me this. It came in a beautiful packing. It was so well done. It was so well packed, wrapped in like fantastic packing. Then they had this little seal. I saved all of that. Then they have it in black crinkly wrapper paper. Very well done. Very classy, I have to say. I do appreciate that. And they sent me this little card. It says thank you. And they sent me this little card, which I really appreciate. I think that is Pauline, right? Yeah, that I thought was very cute. Let me show you the tarot. The box is great though. So here's here. Okay, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Go look them up, y'all. This is the second edition, so clearly I waited for a while. I'd been watching it for a while, and I don't know why I didn't pull the plug on the first edition, but that's okay. It's a little pricey, but hey, I had to pay in euros or whatever. Look how beautiful it is. Let me open this up. So it comes in this kind of a box, right? It's pricey, y'all, no lie, but I like it. Am I going to buy the same at the same price again? No. But I'm definitely open to seeing what other cards they have. It's got that little pull tab so where you can pull up the card. Now this did not come with the book because I think that was extra or whatever. I was like, fine, I don't need the book. But they do give you a link for the PDF where you can go download it, and also I did that just to read and see what the author's views were. But then, I just read by intuition. And look on the inside. How cool is that? Right? Look at that. Really classy, very nice. I like the packaging. If I were to make a tarot deck, I would think of something like this. But no, my intention is not to copy them, so don't worry about it. I'm still working on mine. I'm not in any rush. It'll come out when it comes out. So beautiful cards, right? This is the card. Look at that. Isn't that cool? This is the card. It's very classy. I really like it. It's like not a lot of show, not a lot of grandioseness, but this is like elegant, very classy and elegant. I would say this is like, it's not in your face, but when you look at it, you're holding something of quality. Okay, so that's as far as the aesthetics is concerned. Now let me show you some of the cards. I am making tarot decks, Suzy Q. It is going to happen. No, it's not a wooden box, Gypsy Girl. It's thick cardboard, but it's really nice. Really good quality. Okay? So, it's a quality product. When you look at it, you can tell it's a quality product. So, it's really beautiful. 78 cards. Marseille tradition. Look at this. This is beautiful. I like that. It's not all black. I mean, it's matte. But then there's a little bit of a, you see that little bit of a shade to it? Isn't that cool? And this is the thickness of the card. It's a little bendy, but you know how people get the knickers in a twist. Oh, it's too thick, it's too thin, it's too this, it's too that. Oh my goodness, it's like whoosh. So I'll just hold up some of the cards. This is the 10 of Cups. So this could be a letdown for some people because, you'd feel like I'm paying so much money, I expect more drama. But here's the thing. Let me just say that. I get it. You want more drama. You want the cards to be more elaborate. You want the cards to be more flamboyant and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if you are an intuitive reader, do you really need all of that? Is imaging so important to you? Is the visual stimulation that important? Some people may say yes. Some people may like, no, it's the feel I get from this card. This card, to me, the 10 of Cups speaks volumes. It's like, what does it? It could say that, the champagne is bubbling out of the cup. It could mean that, you're pouring a lot of champagne. The universe is giving you all of that. However you want to look at it. There are different ways of looking at it, right? So this is 5, the Hierophant, this is Justice. Here's the thing, this card can throw a lot of people off because we're so used to, this is one thing I want to say, y'all. It's people say, oh my God, this is like the all-seeing eye, that. No, I mean, how you interpret it. This is the Justice card, is a Libra card. Look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful. I love it. It's just fantastic. It's just fantastic. Let me show you some other cards. The 5 of Pentacles. These cards are just great. 8 of Swords. Right? 8 of Wands. It's just then you have the King of Cups. Knight of Cups, the Diable. This is so interesting. I love it. The Empress. Look at that. The King of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. So this is a little different imagery, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, do we want to be so stuck in isn't that beautiful? The Tower. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the Tower card. Look at that. Beautiful. And now here's a little side note. So, disillusion of a partnership, of a relationship, Mars. Now Mars rules Aries and Mars also rules Scorpio and Pluto. But look, I would attribute this to be more Scorpionic energy. 8. Scorpio is the 8th zodiac. You know, that's how you got to think outside the box, y'all. And that's another thing. Like, people kind of flip out and they go, oh my God. No, think outside the box. Look at this guy. 9 of Pentacles. I'm really taking my time showing this. I know y'all are not prepared. The Hermit card. The Lovers card. It's in French, but hey, you know, you get the hang of it. It's like, or Latin or whatever you want to call it. It's the same difference to me. You know, you'll know by the feel of it. Oh. So let's leave it at that. I just wanted to show you all these cards. They shuffle great. I have not used them for anything on camera, but I have done a couple of readings, and I don't know when I got it. Did I get it a month ago, month and a half, 2 months ago, whatever? That's another thing that I'm very famous for. I'll get cards delivered to me, and I won't open the box or the container for a little bit sometimes, and then I'll be like, oh my God, let me go look what's in that. Or sometimes I open it right away and I'm like, I'm excited, you know, that sort of stuff. So if these people are watching this video, I don't think they are. I didn't tell them, you know, anything about myself. I just want to say thank you so very much. Lux X Umbra Tarot. I like it. I love it. It's awesome. So thought I'd share that with you all. What else do you guys want to talk about? I keep saying she's going to get annoyed with me, but so many people would find it relatable, interesting. What are you talking about, Susie? Of course I'm going to get annoyed with you, Susie, but what's that little bit of annoyance here and there doesn't, you know, no hard feelings. I'm going to wait for Kirtana Lol. I'm going to start bugging her. What about writing a book? I don't know, Susie, if I have the patience to sit and write a book. Maybe you can collaborate with me on that, or I could collaborate with you on that. But as far as making cards are concerned, it's a long process, y'all. I am working on it. It's taking time. I'm not in a rush. So it's not like I have a deadline. It would have been nice if I could get it. I could have gotten it out when I got my website out. But for whatever reason, the universe is like, no, take your time. So because things are being delayed, not because of me. So I'm like, okay, I can't control it. So I'll just sit back and chill. It'll happen when it happens. I wish Arcane would paint a set. It'll be very interesting. Just talking about my experiences, you guys will so freak out. No, they didn't send me the cards. I ordered for them. Carriage house, let me make that categorically clear. I paid for these cards. I was watching. I should have bought it when they had their first edition out, but I just slept on it, and then the first edition was gone. Then they sent me an email saying that the second edition is out. Do you want to buy it? I sat on it for another week, and finally I said I bit the bullet, and I was like, I'm going to go for it. Carriage house, let me make it very clear. They didn't send it to me. I paid for it. So I actually have the bill and the receipt. So just so you know. Yeah, I paid, and I want to make it very clear, bought these cards my own money. So just as an FYI, and it is not sponsored. They didn't tell me when you get it, go talk about it. They didn't do anything. I just wanted to share that because it's a nice set. Yeah, so yeah. What else do you guys, any questions for me? Do you want to talk about anything else, or you guys are like, okay, Tana, we've had enough of you, shut your mouth and go to bed? I can do that. Right? So audiobook, my voice, really? I never thought of my voice to be that whatever. So oh, absolutely, my pleasure, Rock and Robin. Oh, thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with me, y'all. I mean, I'm no, that's okay, Carriage House. I just want, I mean, no offense taken, or I'm not mad at you for not knowing that. I mean, I just wanted to reiterate because I don't want people to think that it was sponsored. It's not sponsored. So thank you, Afrohuman. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to share with y'all folks is, for those of you who are looking to buy tarot cards, y'all think outside the box, okay? Think outside the box. One thing I cannot help but reiterate is, if you go and find, like, let's say there's a garage sale and you want to go get tarot cards and somebody has it, first and foremost, check to make sure that the whole deck is there. Secondly, be very careful, because you don't know what they might have used that tarot deck for. And I'm not saying this to scare the bejesus out of y'all. On the other hand, I want to be transparent and let y'all know, because you can use tarot for dark arts. There is no doubting that. I missed something. Have you ever been gifted a deck that someone gave with bad intentions? I was just talking about that. What do you do with those? I slept with deck and had bad dreams with a gifted deck. Okay, I'm going to answer that question. Thank you, Afrohuman. She goes, I often fall asleep with your voice. It's so relaxing. Now, see, if you hadn't put the heart signs emojis and said so relaxing, I would have said, oh my God, I'm boring her to death. I'm boring her to sleep. I thought of those for a Zoom topic like crystals and spirit. Yeah, we can do that. So many videos. Okay, so yeah, so to answer your question, be very careful, right? Because they may look exciting, they may look like, oh my God, I've never seen this in store. And in this day and age of technology, we are all on Amazon looking to see how much does this. And then if you don't see it on Amazon, you'll be like, oh my God, this deck doesn't exist. So yeah, it's a rare deck, let me buy it. Not all of them are rare decks. Let me assure you that a lot of fake stuff comes out of China. A lot of people who steal other people's intellectual or art property, and then they go and print these decks. So be careful what you buy. Now, on the other hand, I understand, again, it's your own individual choice. It's your money. How you spend it is at your discretion. Would I go and buy a tarot deck that is a knockoff, as opposed to, because paying the creator of the tarot deck, yeah, people will be like, Kirtana, if I can get a knockoff, I'm fine with this. I don't care. That again is your moral compass, or however you feel. I'm not one to judge, right? Because it's your money. How you spend it is at your discretion. I, on the other hand, would try and pay attention. I don't necessarily condone buying that, because I am a creator myself, so I know how that would hurt me. But on the other hand, eventually it's going to happen, because we can copyright it for all we want across the universe, but some ding dong ding along sitting somewhere can take copies of it and sell it. Not everybody pays attention to it. If there's a young person who's just out and about, they're like, oh, I got a tarot deck for $15. The same tarot deck is available for $800 on Amazon. Yeah, I'm going to buy it. So who am I to judge? I'm not going to get into it. But when you go into these estate sales, be careful. When tarot decks are used for the dark arts, you don't want to bring that energy at home. Always check to see. You will know if you're a true sensitive. You'll know, even if you're not a sensitive, you'll get a weird energy out of it. Open the deck and check. Okay, open the deck. If you know that there are some cards missing, first and foremost, you don't ever want to get a deck that has cards missing. You just don't. Whether you buy brand new or it's second hand or gifted, if there is a card missing, what use is that deck? It's just as good as trash, right? So if you see a card missing in the deck, now granted, somebody may say, oh, my grandchild was playing with it. I don't know, grandchild tore it, the dog peed on it, the cat chewed it up, or whatever the case may be, or the iguana rolled on it, or whatever. But pay attention to that. if you find major arcanas missing or specific cards missing, right, you will know. You can tell that they have been used for some art. Let's call it art. Okay. Now, can you use tarot cards for lack of a better term, since we use the term black magic, or dark arts, for light arts, right, or white magic? Yeah, you can. Absolutely, you can. Right? But you should know what the card is for, what is your intention, what are you working on, and all those things. You can't just say, oh, you know what, I want to make John Doe fall in love with me, and I'm Jane Doe, so I'm just going to pick the lover's card and I'm going to stick it there and light a candle, and oh, all of a sudden he's in love with me. It does not work like that. It just doesn't. I mean, if you want to go and buy a deck and destroy it by using that card and doing that, and have at it. But after using that card for that, if you decide to put that lover's card back in the deck and use the deck for something else, you can't do that. I wouldn't do that. If I want to use a specific card for some specific work, that deck is over and done with. Okay, let's say, for example, I want to use a 3 of Pentacles. Let's just go with that. Here you go, impromptu class, y'all. So if you use a 3 of Pentacles, so I, for example, let's pick this deck. I've used this deck numerous times. It's just a deck of cards, right? So let's assume this is a tarot deck, and I take the 3 of Pentacles and I use that 3 of Pentacles for some kind of a art, candle work. Okay, positive 3 of Pentacles. You want positive work, right? Because it's money, it's cooperation, it's that sort of stuff, teamwork. So I use it, right? So then I use that 3 of Pentacles, and that 3 of Pentacles I'm over and done with. So this deck is lacking a 3 of Pentacles. Do I throw this deck away? I don't. So what I do with the rest of the deck is I keep it if I want to use it for any other candle work. Let's say this time I want the 6 of Cups. So I go back in this deck and I pick out the 6 of Cups to do my candle work. So that's how you do it, right? Now, what happens to the particular card after you're done with your candle work, right? Do you take the card and do you throw it away? Do you set it on fire? Do you trash it? Do you do this, do that? Think about how you want to dispose of your particular art, your candle work, right? The leftover wax, that little pieces of paper that you do, your little intention paper and all that. And use that card as well. And how do you dispose of it? Oftentimes we've said you can burn it all and put it out in the universe, tear it into little bits, let the universe take it, or you can bury a little thingy in your backyard and plop it down there, or don't put it under a cactus. If it's a good intention, don't put it under a cactus, don't put it under a rose plant, because rose plants have thorns, so you'll have mixed results. Think about all those things, right? Don't go put it in the spot when you know very well your dog wants to go and pee on that dang spot, right? So I got mad at Bernie one time, but I couldn't stop him. I mean, what am I going to do? I have a habanero plant, and this ding-dong, ding-along went and decided, of all the places in the backyard, my pepper plants are precious to me because I love spices, right? I got 4, 5, 6 pepper plants, but now they're all dormant because of winter. And he had to go pick on and that habanero plant was yielding, it's just this high, y'all, probably around 18 inches tall. But the amount of peppers it was producing, I was just blown away. So I'm like, Mark is like, what are you going to do with it? I'm like, no, I'm going to harvest and I'm going to dry them. So I have a whole bunch of dried habanero peppers and I'm happy. But Ding Dong decided to go take a little pee on it. And I'm like, now I can't even look at that plant. I'm like, I'm not going to be eating stuff from that because I've seen it, right? So it's like a visual thing. So I'm like, no, I don't. So, but when you do candle work, make sure you don't put it in a spot where, let's say, the drain is going out or the sewage is going. You know what I mean? Think about all those things. So that's on a little side note. So be careful when you buy these decks. If you happen to lay your hands on a deck, you don't realize, you bring it up like this lady said over here that she had some really bad, weird stuff. What do you do with that tarot deck? I don't just throw it away. I don't trash it. I don't burn it. I actually do a binding on it and I keep it because I'm worried whose hands who is going to get to lay their hands on it. Okay, Bernie, people will think you're being tortured. So I do a binding on it and I put it away. I don't, it's like when I pass, I know I already have, believe it or not, I have a very detailed list as to what happens to my treasures, which is my tarot, my astrology stuff, my how it needs to be taken care of. So that I hope whoever takes care of my stuff deals with it appropriately. I made it very, very clear how I want it to be disposed or who should get it and that sort of stuff. So I bind it and I put it away. Now that's me. You do what you want. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. You don't know how to bind it. You don't know what is binding. Binding is to put a seal on it so that that energy does not have an opportunity to kind of be active, or you make it dormant. You make the energy go to sleep and not be active, right? Now, if you don't know how to do bindings, then of course don't delve into it because you don't know what you're doing. Don't do anything half-assed, right? End of story. Just put it away in a little box and just put it away somewhere where you're never going to, and write a little note on it and say, so that you can remind yourself. Like you put it somewhere in the attic, and then like 5 years later you go hunting for a Christmas decoration in the attic, you see this and you get excited, oh my god, I forgot I put it, and you bring it down again and then you use it again in the same scenario. No, put a reminder on that and say, I had whatever, and leave it. Now another thing you can do is, before straight off, like saying off with your head to the tarot deck, you can go through a whole process of cleansing. Cleansing is with crystals, cleansing it, leaving it out in the full moon. You could do it tonight or tomorrow, whenever full moon is, 15th or 16th, depending on where you are in the universe, and cleanse it. You can cleanse it for a whole cycle of full moon, right? So it's like from the full moon to all the way to the new moon, or whenever, vice versa. You can do the whole process. You can put crystals, you can put rock salt on it, and do your whole cleansing process. Just wrap it up on a piece of cloth, and don't, people say I put it in the earth. That's fine. That's fine. You have a pot, you have some dirt in it. It doesn't have to be really potting soil, just dirt, right? You take this tarot deck, wrap it on a piece of cloth so that it doesn't get destroyed, any piece of cloth, or put it in a little plastic bag, a Ziploc bag. That's fine too. Protect it from moisture and whatever. Dig a little hole in your little potted thingy, your planter, and put it in that, and put some salt on it. It doesn't have to be a big chunk of salt. Just go to the kitchen and get a tablespoon of cooking salt and just put it on that, right? If you have a deck of cards open like so, right, and oh my god, this deck of cards, and you directly put salt on it, for the heat, for the temperature, is going to melt, it will damage the card. So it's okay. You can put it in a plastic bag, no harm done. Ideally, they say put it in silk or put it in muslin or whatever. Look, let's be practical. Get a sandwich bag, a Ziploc bag, put it in that and put salt on top of it and dig it over there, leave it over there for a while. Take it out and redo it. See how you feel. See if the energy has changed. See if it feels any better. And then use it, or if it still has the same issue, put it away, don't use it. But don't make the mistake of gifting this card back to that person or returning the card deck back to that person. If this person has genuinely done something, all right, and purposefully with ill intent given you a deck that has been worked on because they know you like tarot decks, and you're all like said, oh my god, Jenny, I love it, thank you so much. I'm just saying, Jenny, this hasn't, so don't take, I don't know why that name popped up. I love it, thank you so much. And they know that, and you go return the deck to them, they know very well that, oh, she's onto it. They're going to do something else. So just pretend like, yeah, I love it, it's fine. Yeah, I use it once in a great while. What do you think? Oh, it's fine. I've had some great readings, reverse psychology. Then they feel like, oh, this has worked. No need for me to do any more. You get what I'm saying? Think about all those things. All right, enough. Stop talking, Kirtana. Just doing a quick 3-card pull for my... Yeah, it helps. It does help, y'all. Okay. I saged my home earlier today. Very much needed. Yeah, you can sage it. You can cleanse it. Just get incense sticks. You can cleanse your deck like that. The spice deck. I don't know if I have another one. If I don't know if I have a brand new one. Carriage House, email me. If I have a brand new one, I can ship it out to you. Of course, you're going to pay for it. It's not free. I can tell you how much it costs, and then if you find it for cheaper, then get it for cheaper. Yeah. Oh my God, Pamela, this boy, he is such a baby. But thank you so much for your love. I appreciate all of y'all who really like this boy. I have to take him on another Chick-fil-A run. See, one more thing I'll tell you all, since we are kind of full moon on the 16th of April. Yeah. One more thing I want to tell you all. When you know how one time I had said you get a card, a deck, you open it, you cleanse it, you initiate it, the initiation process. It's energy, correct? So try and not try, do it. It's like, don't try, just do it. Dang it, just do it. You ask the card to help you in your endeavors, and your endeavors are to do tarot readings. So this is what I do. I go through the cleansing process, the initiation, whatever. Part of the initiation process is, thank you so much, I appreciate you. I really do appreciate and really do thank the fact that I have these decks. Like, how many people have, I mean, there's so many more decks that I don't have that I wished I had, but there's a reason why I haven't got them. Is it financial? Is it for whatever reason, right? As expensive as this deck was, I hemmed and hawed, and finally, second edition, I bit the bullet and I got it. So, whatever. I have a conversation. I ask the cards if they would please help me in my endeavors, and show my appreciation for them and my respect. And I draw a set of cards to see what their response is, to see the response of the deck. Sometimes the deck will very clearly tell you, I don't feel like working with you now, or the energy is still a little off, or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I just know it. And so what happens is, if I get that kind of a, no, not today, honey, wink, wink, I got a headache, honey, if you know what I mean, I put it away. I don't fret about it. It doesn't mean that the deck is never going to work for me, and I'm not going to just give it away or throw it away. Of course, I don't throw them away. That's not what I do. I just put it away. That's fine. Today is not a good day. That's totally okay. I take it out again a few days later, go through the same process again. And 9 times out of 10, you will get a message that says, yeah, I mean, we're good. Let's do it today. Now, the one odd time where a deck just does not want to work for me, I put it away, because if this deck does not want to work for me, or the energy I get from this deck is not saying, hey, the door is open, come on in, let's partay, then why did that deck come into my possession? Why? I think like this, y'all. I mean, people may think Kirtana is just a deck of cards. What's wrong with you? You're overthinking everything. But that's just me. Maybe because of my background in esoteria, and I pay attention to all these. Why did this deck come into my possession if it did not want to party with me? Right? So then I think about that. I do meditate. I go through another process where I actually use another deck to figure out, to understand what's going on. And believe it or not, I have gotten some bizarre answers. There are a couple of decks when I worked like this and I wasn't getting an answer, then I had to do a reading to ask, what is the purpose of this deck being in my possession? And the answer was very clearly to use for specific themes or for specific reasons. So some of those decks I have dedicated, I have a few of such decks, dedicated to particular themes or particular scenarios, and I use it just for that. Now, let's say it is a scenario of, okay, somebody has passed, or somebody is going to pass, or serious things like that. Well, everything is serious in life, right? We have to take everything serious in life. I just use those particular decks for that, and I leave it alone. I don't pick up the deck and say, oh, am I going to get married? Am I going to get a job? I don't use it for these kind of things. Now, some decks cross over, that's fine. So that has been my experience, y'all. It is what it is. I don't feel the way I draw my cards usually is okay with them. My dreams have been vivid, giving me writing ideas. That's great. Keep at it, Susie. Keep at it. So what I would say, every deck does seem to have its own. They absolutely do. Absolutely, Shell, and my pleasure. But here's the thing, Susie. If you what was the first thing that popped in your mind when you saw the spice deck, or when you first held it in your hand? Think about that. What vibrates? Was there a particular scent that came to you, or some thought came in your mind? Think about that. So maybe it helps. See, as much as there are a lot of psychics and mediums, sometimes we get so wrapped up in our own confidence and, oh, I know this, and my poo don't stink, my peanut swirlies don't stink kind of thing, and we don't pay attention to the minutiae and the subtle messages that the universe is giving us, and so therefore we fail to see the dots, and therefore we can connect the dots. But if you really pay attention, and it's difficult because you have to concentrate, your mind has to be completely kind of devoid of any specific energies or preconceived notions, right? It's difficult to get into that state. And if you think about it, you'll get a specific scent, or a memory, or whatever. I have been driven many of times to use particular essential oils. So when I cleanse that deck, what happens is I go for random reason. I don't even understand why. It's just what I get. I go pick up a particular essential oil, a particular fragrance. Sometimes I haven't had it, and I've had to go and buy it and come back and cleanse it with that oil and anoint the deck with that particular oil, right? And then I use it, boom, all good, way to go. So think about those things, okay? Some people have told me, I know it's a spice box deck, but this isn't nothing to do with the spice box. I've had folks email me, actually 2 of them. They're both sisters and they're twins, and they're both tarot readers. And they came to me way back when, I want to say almost in 94, 95 for a tarot reading. And they were like, oh my God. And they delved into it, and they have become tarot readers themselves. I don't know if they still keep up with it. I remember one of them saying, I had to go to the kitchen, and I don't even know why I got a bunch of cloves from the kitchen, and I just laid it around the cards. And then the twin sister was like, what the heck are you doing? Like, what are you going to the kitchen and getting cloves while we're reading tarot? We are not reading cloves. And she couldn't explain it. And she says, ever since then, those cards have worked out fine for the 2 of us. So it's a weird thing, right? But who knows? Is it coincidental? Is it imagination? Is it you're smoking doobies, honey? I don't know. Think what you will, but it is what it is. So, all right, y'all. I think we should call it a night, right? We've been here for 3 hours, etc. So, if y'all have no questions, let's call it a 10-4, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. Listen, y'all better be there tomorrow, right? For Hunter Biden, right? Let's do that. Hunter Biden. So, my pleasure. Araceli, thank you. Courtney, thank you. Sherilyn, Afrohuman, Laurie Cat, Carriage House, Delvin, Susie Q, Gypsy Girl, as always, thank you. Margaret Rodriguez, thank you. Afrohuman, Kathleen Cheney, Carol Little, Alia is there or she's gone? Okay, Alia, thank you. Susie, I did say Sheldon Softener. Rock and Robin, thank you. Carrie Finlay, thank you for joining us. Delvin H. Who else? I know I miss names all the time. Melvin, say hey girl, thank you for being here. Who else am I missing? Courtney, Karen Steed, was this church the 7th day? I think so, Karen. Karen, your name is new to me, so I don't know. Sorry, I missed you. Sorry, I didn't say hi to you earlier. When I get wrapped up in readings, I'm like in another world. So thank you for joining us. Karen, Malvina, hey girl, hey, good to see you, Kelso. Pamela Hewitt, again, Karen, I didn't acknowledge you earlier. I apologize. Pamela Hewitt, hey honey. Carriage House. My Max 100, hey girl. Ali, thank you. So, by the way, y'all, I'm going to commit myself to this because, I'm just cuckoo like that. Terry Newcomb, hey girl. Who am I missing? Margaret Rodriguez, I'm missing. So my email address is therealtarot1123@gmail.com. The website is www.therealtarot1123.com. My astrology channel is therealastrology1123.com. Information is in the description box. So next Monday, Courtney, thank you for being here. probably going to miss some names. Araceli, I'm certainly missing names. Next Monday, I'm going to do a 2-for because this past Monday, I missed Movie Star Monday. Okay? I was going to do Robin Williams, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it, y'all. I just couldn't. So next Monday, I have committed to doing Robin Williams and oh my God, he just slipped out of my mind. Such an awesome person, man. Such a freaking awesome person. Oh my God, dude, come back, talk to me. The guy who acted in Fast and Furious and who passed. Oh my God, why am I missing his name? I'm losing my mind. I know Carriage House, right? Whenever I say iguana, it's like, oh my God, what is his name, y'all? I forgot his name. Happy Easter, everybody. Thank you, Karen, Melvina, Kelso, for reminding us. Happy Easter. Whose happy birthday? Crystal's happy birthday. Hey, Crystal, happy birthday to you. Oh my God, what's the name of that guy, y'all? Paul Walker, Delvin, thank you. That was so unfortunate, y'all. Paul Walker. I think I did something about him, or I might have read something while I was doing another reading. I think I did a brief pull for Paul Walker. He was supposed to drive that car. I don't know why he didn't. If he had driven that car, he would have been fine. The driver, I think, was just collateral damage, unfortunately. But I'm going to do both of them. Movie star suggestions can I recommend on Alia? You're always recommending, right, Alia? If I ask Alia what do you want me to read on, she'll give me a whole list. I didn't expect the happy birthday post. Absolutely. Oh, we're always going to wish anybody happy birthday, right? Night Arrow, Charlie, thanks. Okay, so Alia, what's your thingy? Alia always has a list, right? Robin Williams and the obvious is not so. Movie star. Yeah, send me an email, Alia. So y'all, do you want a live on Monday? Do y'all have the time? Because if y'all are going to be busy, then I'll just do a video, because it's the same difference for me, right? Doing a video and posting it as opposed to doing a live. If it is a video, I can do it in the morning, take my time and post it. Yeah, I know. Susie actually asked me for Robin Williams. Thank you. So what I'll do is, how about I don't do a live? I'll just do a video, okay? I'll just do, it might be like what I'll do it. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the same video, or I'll just do Robin Williams first, and then I'll do another video for Paul Walker. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, Debbie Bagley says live. Hi, Debbie. But how many of y'all are going to be a DMX rapper? Alia Ali. Okay, DMX. What's with all these rappers dying, y'all? I can't. Oh, Sunday. Oh, Easter Sunday is your birthday. Carriage House. Happy birthday in advance. So that's the thing, y'all. I'm working on Tuesday, which is your Monday. I really want to see Paul Walker's reading. Thank you so much, Kirtana. Absolutely. So let me figure it out, y'all, because I know some of you would like a live. Susie says she'll be there. Do a live Monday. Alia says she's going to be there. But how many of y'all are going to be live? Okay, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But if it goes live, it'll go at 7 p.m. So otherwise, just give me a couple of days a day or so to figure this out, okay? Y'all will know when I post it. If I post a live, then set your little notification thing, okay? All right, so let's call it a 10. Happy birthday for Sunday, Becca. Yeah, y'all take care. So thank you all, and blessed be. I know I'm hitting it in caps lock to the real family. Yeah, I suppose I'm shouting out thank you all and blessed be to the real family, right? Elizabeth Aguiano, it's also tax day on Monday. Oh, did not know that. Thanks for bringing it to our attention, Elizabeth. Right, all right, let's call it a 10 for everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you all. To my subscribers, thank you. To my moderator girl, thank you so very much, because she's her time, I don't know, I'm not going to go into the details, just to make sure that her security is there, right? And so thank you so much again to those of you who are stopping by. Listen, come and join us, subscribe. Subscription is free. Even if you go to my website and register as a member, it's free, y'all. It's not a ploy to get y'all to pay. The only time it's a paid subscription is if you subscribe for the week ahead readings or the month ahead or what have you, right? That is a subscription thingy. And I don't take down the videos like oh, it'll be up for a week and I take down this week's video when I post the next week's video. I actually decided to leave it all up. Is it costing me more money on the rear end in terms of getting the internet storage thing? Yeah, it is. But I felt that, hey, why not? Maybe in a couple, 2-3 months, I might feel that that's really not feasible. But I already made that commitment, so I'm just going to let it go. Next year, March 1st, 2023, I might say, you know what? I don't know how much it's going to go, because sometimes my readings are 15 minutes for each for a week. Sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 8 minutes, depending on what I get. So it kind of fluctuates. So at the moment, I'm just going to leave it. But March 1st, 2023, I might decide if I feel that it's taking up. I don't want to constantly keep buying storage space, cloud storage or whatever you call it. So then maybe I might decide and say I'll leave it up for 2 weeks at a time, and then we'll see. It's a long way off. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all. Take care. Much love. Blessed be everybody. All right. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Easter. Take care. And happy birthday to all of you all. All right. Take care now. I'm going to log out, y'all. All right. End stream.